get away from me, baby. And I know I make you weak. You tried to take a break from me, but you can't get away from me, baby. Girl, tastes like candy, tastes so good, nicknamed the brandy. Can't nobody understand it. Half the time she cannot stand it. Girl, you so sexy, I might let you rock my necklace. I think that you need a vacate, cause you look like you've been stressing. You stressing me every time you get away from me. But faithfully, you promised that you'd always find your way to me. And patiently, I'm holding on to every word you say to me. Don't play with me, I knew that you was never really gonna wait for me. Know I make you weak. You tried to take a break from me, but you can't get away from me, baby. Come sit right on my face. I'ma eat all the food off your plate. Fuck a breath, we can't take no breaks. Take this dick, don't tell me wait. You know the record, let's set this straight. Take you down to the bed, let me seal your fate. Now he blowing up your phone, and I know you gotta go, but hit D&D, cause that nigga gotta wait. Cause you stressing me every time you get away from me. But faithfully, you promised that you'd always find your way to me. And patiently, I'm holding on to every word you say to me. Don't play with me, I knew that you was never really gonna wait for me. I know I make you weak. You tried to take a break from me, but you can't get away from me, baby. Hey, know I'm tone bite, know I'm tone bite, know I'm tone bite. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, no tone bite, RatchetTV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you're in the building. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. All right, so boom. Man. We got to chop it up, Ratchet Gang. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. Look, right about now, we got to chop it up about this Dutchess, Dior, and the Frenchman situation. Again, I want to tap back in to this because this had, I would say, the room kind of split. There was a lot of people there's a lot of people taking up for the Frenchman. There's two different narratives. So before I start, I want to do a poll and I want to get the chat's opinion on what do y'all feel about this situation. Would you just completely, solely put it on the man because he took it overboard with being the Frenchman? So I'm going to say, who was in the wrong? Would you say Dutchess, Dior? Would you say the Frenchman? Or would you say they both were at fault? Which one would y'all, my bad, damn.
Which one would y'all say? So I'm gonna do a poll right there. I want to know from the chat, what do y'all think? Who is at fault in this situation? Also, salute to I don't like nobody, period, for that membership. I appreciate you. I don't like nobody, period. Salute, salute, salute. So before we start off, I want to know who is in the wrong, because there's a lot of people, and women included. It ain't just men. A lot of men have took the narrative of, dude, this girl was nagging him. She was antagonizing him. Y'all didn't see the first video. So there was two different parts to that video. There's a first video as well. In the first video, they're cooking, he's doing the dishes, he's just walking around the house talking, and she's just walking. I'm talking about every sentence he spoke, she had something to say right behind him. And at a point, not saying he was writing this, I'm just only giving y'all this because this is what really happened. So at a certain point, she's following him so much, he turns around and says, hey, I'm gonna really do it to you. If you keep walking behind me, I'm gonna do it to you. If I get off this live, you won't make it out that door. He told her straight up, if I have to get off this live right now, or whenever, if I end this live, you are not making it out the door. So he warned her several times, and she continued to antagonize me and continued to follow him. Not saying he's right. I'm only saying certain people are going off this part of the narrative because they're like, look, there's two parts to that video, and y'all are only speaking on one. Not saying that part one or part two could probably make you change your mind, and no one's here to change nobody's mind. I'm just only here to give out the drop, allegedly. Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged. And it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the Fair Use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. Allegedly. I would kind of say it's kind of like, I know these are two totally different analogies, but it's kind of like even if you was into it with somebody, and could you imagine beefing out with somebody and you never hear from them again? They end up getting unalived or something. It's kind of like, damn, y'all both could have played that better, but now neither one of them are here. So if he would have just unalived her, I think that, he would still be feeling that, because he knows that, damn, I could have stopped, she could have stopped. If she would have lived and he would have got unalived by the police, I feel like she would have felt that, like, damn, I could have stopped, he could have stopped. Both of them, unfortunately, lost their lives. And it was just due to poor judgment on both parts to me. I don't blame the woman, and I don't blame the man in that situation. I do blame the man more, because you're supposed to be the leader, and you're supposed to, be the one that can walk away from this and not let it escalate into abuse or death of any, You could have walked off at any point. Forget what the girl was doing. There's a certain part that has to be like, what could I have done? So both parties could have played it better, but for me, I would put more of the fault on the man, because he should be the leader. But women will probably say, I put more blame on the woman. As a woman, she should have never even, stepped to another dude like that. I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Y'all let me know in the chat. I did a poll. The poll says, who was in the wrong? 6% of the room say Dutchess Dior was wrong. 15% of the room say the Frenchman was, 14 now say the Frenchman was in the wrong. And 80% of the room right now says they both were at fault. 80% of this room say, look, it wasn't just him or her, it was both of them. So a lot more people, and vote on the poll. We got more people coming in. So as you come into the live, make sure you double tap the screen to get the likes up. Also, make sure you vote on that poll. So let's see. A lot of people are saying that it's both of them. 80% of the room say it's both of them. And Dutchess Dior's percentage is going up. It's 13, 8, 79. So 79% say they both. 13 say the Frenchman. 8% say Dutchess. I don't know. I want everybody to come in and vote on that poll tonight while we're talking about this. But last night we uncovered a crazy story, crazy story. And a lot of people want to know who Udi was. Who is Udi, whatever, however you say his name. Udi. This was the topic of conversation for everybody at hand. Everybody wanted to know who this person was. See, a lot of people just start hearing stories and start spinning narratives. Now, when this happened, the first thing everybody said was, that was the dude he was locked up with. That's his DL lover. Oh my God, I got it figured out. That was the person he was locking whoop-de-whoop with in jail. That dude, no. I told y'all that's cap. That is not that's the version that they probably want you to believe. And they've already came out to say that is not true. That is not true. That's what they came out to say. They want to acknowledge the fact that he was not he was not DL, he was not any of that shit. So they made a point to, but there's also another story that was getting spent, and that was his best friend. That was one of the people he grew up with. That was somebody he was real close with their family, and that dude got unalived, robbed, and allegedly he set the whole thing up. Now, what happened during that robbery? Was he the one who actually pulled the trigger on dude? Or did he know the people who did it because he kind of set it up? I'm not really sure of the details. I just know that he got set up and robbed. And the person who set up the robbery and robbed, allegedly the person who set the robbery up and the person responsible for unaliving Udi, that person is supposed to be him, the Frenchman. Now, this was something he was taking to his grave, and I think he was pillow talking with Dutchess. I think he was pillow talking with Dutchess, and then one way or another, now she know the business. Either, or she was there. Either way, you loose, brother. You loose. These women will do it to you every time, dog. Like, I don't know what be wrong with dudes, but obviously, she wanted some get back on you too. You was over there spilling all this woman tea all over the internet. Now, this is where I say, as a man, ain't no way in hell I'm finna pick up the phone, point it to my face, create a live, and expose the chick I'm with, my wife, girlfriend, whatever. How in the hell is you picking up a phone, pointing it to your face, and exposing all the darkest secrets in your relationship? That is some fool. Like, you gotta be a fool to do some shit like that. So as a man, I gotta point all the blame to you. Fam, I could understand the girl doing it way more than I can understand a dude doing it. I'm looking at you like, what's going on? Why the fuck is you? But obviously he needed to vent to somebody. He was going through some mental illness. No excuses on what he did, but definitely there was mental illness there. And her dating this dude for so long, you already knew he was mentally ill. But I'm starting to think something was kind of wrong with her on this. Let me land the plane, y'all. I'm starting to think something was really mentally wrong with Dutchess as well, because Dutchess, she basically drew down on him while he was incarcerated, and she's supposed to be working. She was the one who allegedly really wanted to pursue that. From what I heard, at least from what I heard. And I spoke to some of his people today earlier. I ain't gonna tell y'all who, but I got something coming for y'all. I told y'all, give me 24, 48 hours. I'm gonna see if I can lock it. I got something. I ain't gonna even, all I'm gonna say is, I spoke to some people today that was involved in this situation, and it's gonna be more to come from this story. So we'll talk about it as the story unfolds. Allison, thank you for that Tiny Thug membership. Salute, Allison. I appreciate you. Salute. I think they like that toxic relationship. And yeah, not only just that. And you got like people like Krishan and Blueface making that, hyping that type of life up for a lot of the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? You got to start to think about, who are your daughter's role models, right? And just to be real, not many of your daughters, and maybe not everybody in this room, I'm talking like for the young, I'm talking about for this generation. What would we consider this generation? Like 18 to 25? Is that fair? 18 to 25? Can we say 18 to 25 in this generation? Or what would y'all say? 18 to what? Because you got to start right. 18, you're grown. You are part of this generation. What are you? 18 to 25? They say yes. 18 to 25. All right. So if you're looking at people 18 to 25, who do they look up to as a young woman coming into her adulthood? Not many of them is gonna be, I look up to Michelle Obama. I like Maya Angelou. Oh, I grew up and I was always admired Rosa Parks. And then some of the mamas be loose as hell too. You got an 18-year-old with like a 30-year-old mama, 32-year-old mama, and a 50-year-old grandma. It's like, every generation is loose. So I say that to say, think about this. I'm gonna land the plane. Give me a second. Who are the women's role models in this generation? Who are this generation's young female adult role models? Who they looking up to? Angel Reese shaking their ass all over the internet. Who they looking up to? Cardi B, Ice Spice, Sexy Red, and any other loose female rapper or slash entertainer. Who they looking up to? Ari Fletcher. They looking up to all the OF girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no real role models. Yeah, Lotto, Glorilla. They said the dumb female rapper, Sexy Red, Glorilla, Cardi B. They said Lotto. Real men walk away. I had to. Yeah, IG models. Yeah, they looking up to all the OF girls. So that's really what it be. That's really what it be. So there's no really real role models out here. So, and on top of that, plane is finna land. On top of that, you got dark magic involved in this situation. A lot of dark magic. So you can't mix. How can I say this? You can mix whatever you want to. But when you start to play with things that you have no knowledge of, you don't know what doors you're opening into your life, into your spirit, into your mind, into your body, into your soul. You gotta know, if you fucking with something that's real, I'm not shading or shitting on nobody's. I'm just saying, look, when you dabble into this type of, that's like another analogy. It's like getting on the dark web. If you don't know what the fuck you doing and you don't got no knowledge of you could stumble into the wrong room and see some shit that they probably watching you and your webcam got your IP hacked and they on their way. If you tell anybody what you see, you are cooked. We got you, type shit. You don't know what the fuck you're doing on the dark web, so I wouldn't recommend anybody getting on that side of the web unless you know exactly what the fuck you're doing and you're about to get yourself into. So when you start dabbling with magic and start playing with dark magic and spells and rituals and all, this stuff is real. As some of you, oh, that shit ain't real. Yeah, magic is very real. So when you dabble into that lifestyle, you got to be careful. So that's what this is all about. It's about obsession. It's about love. It's about love spells, dark magic, dark feelings. It's a lot going on in this situation. This was more spiritual than anything. I think both of these people already were toxic and should have been done. But I think that they opened up doors into their relationship, into their souls, into their bodies. And I don't really think they understood what they was doing. You telling everybody, oh, I tried to go get it reversed, fam. That's not how that works. When old girl was on that live last night, and she was like, nah, we got the power to. You can't, look, people have tried to put roots on me. Y'all have seen it on the internet. Y'all seen people try to do shit to me before. I always tell y'all, fam, I believe in God, Jesus Christ. I'm cool. I don't know what, Ratchet, be careful. I don't need to be careful. I'm good. You can't, I'm way stronger than you. I'm way stronger than any of that. You can't use that on me. It just ain't gonna work. I know it's not. But you gotta be strong like that too, and you gotta believe. But so I don't know what the fuck you're going to get things reversed for, playing with the same thing. It's like y'all were playing a spiritual. It's like y'all was giving each other the war. Y'all was playing against each other using spirits, and I don't recommend that for anybody. So as we get into the story tonight, you kind of got to understand it's kind of deeper than just a crazy dude and a toxic chick. It's a deeper message into this story. There's something more to this story, and everybody around it was saying this was normal. Everybody around it was saying, bro, this was just them. This is how they got down. We couldn't stop nothing. Now, I think everybody knows that toxic couple, but at a certain point, you would think, like, this ain't normal, fam. Like, something has got to give on everybody part. Shauna, thank you for being a member for 32 months, says RG4L. Y'all dropped them flowers for Shauna. Salute. Man. I ain't seen you in a while, Shauna, salute. So, what do y'all think about this story, man? As we about to get into some videos, we're about to chop it up, and we're gonna be here for a while, a couple hours tonight. Salute to Leash for gifting that membership to Miss Nixon. Salute to both of y'all. Salute. All right, make sure y'all double tap the screen to get the likes up. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, and make sure y'all support the channel if you want to. $RatchetTV, or you could just send a super chat, super sticker. I appreciate all that. Anyway. I seen some people jumping in my comment section. Oh man, you talk too much during the videos, fam. I'm not on YouTube to sit around and I can't just watch 53 straight minutes of a video. You do realize that, right? Like, I'm working up here. This is a job. As I'm watching this shit, I gotta react to this stuff. I can't just sit here and play a fucking movie for y'all and just sit back and fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this works, fam. You trying to get me knocked off this motherfucker. I gotta work when I'm up here doing my thing. So if you don't like that, if you don't like my commentary, cool. You don't gotta be on the channel. But I'm definitely not gonna stop talking during the videos. Salute to Kizzo Camp for being a member for 16 months. Salute to Kizzo Camp. I appreciate you for being a member for 16 months. Salute, salute, salute. Oh yeah, I see that Tyler Perry shit. Yeah, Tyler Perry a goofball. That dude finna be up out of here. All right, let me get over here. We finna chop it up about these videos. Let's see, where am I gonna start at? Salute to I Don't Like Nobody, period, for that two-piece. I appreciate you. Salute. All right, so let's get over here. Let me start my videos. Give me a second, y'all. Finna pull these videos up. All right, let's go here. So let's start right here. And then the brothers in the family. Do y'all think that this family is clout chasers? Do y'all think that this dude family is full of clout chasers? Let me know in the chat. What y'all think about the family, man? These dudes, it's like they love going. What is it with everybody and going live, bro? It couldn't be no way in hell something like this happened with my family, and I'm gonna be sitting there clicking the live button, man. I'm like, bro, all y'all motherfuckers is really clout chasing to me. Salute. Let's go. Putting the shades on.
So, kind of lost for words, to be honest, about the whole situation. I never thought it would go viral. I don't know. I don't want to start it off by saying nothing crazy, but it ain't how I want a viral moment. Let's put it like that. I'm going to say it the right way. It ain't how I want a viral moment. And, you know, to everybody who supported me and my family and the opposite family, thank you. Truly, it means everything. I want y'all to understand that I can't add everybody. The messages is...
Salute Big Baby for that two-piece. Salute I Don't Like Nobody, period, for that two-piece. Thank y'all. Salute, salute.
Kind of overwhelming, although I appreciate the support on behalf of me and my family. I am his biological brother. He is my sibling. No friend, no homie or nothing. Not taking anything away from anybody else because he was very close with some one other individual. You know, I don't know if you want me to say his name or not.
Yeah, say his name. Everybody say everybody's name. Lady Na Na Na. Thank you for that 10-piece, Lady Na. Salute, salute.
But I ain't with the whole, you know, I'm not with the whole clout chase thing. I'm not with the whole, you know, the viral moment off a tragic event. It ain't what I want. I've been going live before all this type of stuff, but it's usually just more of, you know, me being funny or, you know, me just...
Somebody said they found Udi page. Send it to me. Send it to me on Instagram.
You know, acting out, doing what I do. But in a situation like this, it definitely will humble an individual, and it definitely will make you rethink your life as a whole. Truly, I am very sorry. I want to say this for my family. I talked to my father. I haven't had a chance to talk to his mom and his people, but I love them too. And on behalf of my family, I want to say we are truly sorry for this event that has occurred, that has went crazy on the internet. And I just want people to know that we are real humans too. And we took a tremendous loss to our family. And it's painful. It hurt to the core, you know? You feel it in your spine. Obviously, I see the light, it's dark, right? Outside, and I got shades on, you know? Everybody see me on the internet, you know, crying about the tragic event. And some people wasn't nice about it. Hey, that's on them, you know? But I'm not gonna keep y'all long. To the people that's been very supportive, me personally, anybody that have wanted to send any type of, you know, money or gifts or whatever, send it to his mama. Send it to that man's mama. she deserved that, because it is a
He's saying to send the donations to the mom. So, Ratchet Gang in the chat, are y'all sending donations to the Frenchman's mother? Let me know in the chat.
unfortunate situation, but send it to his mother. That's who you should be trying to reach out to, send it to, things of that nature. I won't give out her contact, of course, but there y'all be on the internet, y'all know how to find everything, so send it to his mother. Much love. Like I said, I can't appreciate enough all the support that I've received, and to the backlash, it is what it is. It's gonna be like that. That's what come with it. Thank you all for who, been trying to follow the situation and, keep up with it and try to say, positive things. I've seen a couple of TikToks, I've seen a couple of Facebook reels and things of that nature. Ain't no words to describe for how sorry the family is that this had to occur. There is no words that you can give. It's only
Salute to Reese Cup for that 20 piece. Salute Ratchet Mods and Ratchet Family. Thank you for that 20 piece. Salute.
actions that could be taken moving forward in life to try to neutralize the situation a little bit, because nobody will never forget it, and nobody can never heal anybody pain. So I don't want it to go on long, this particular live. I just want to say, well, it's hard to crack this beautiful smile. But I got my own problems. I'm a real person, a real human being. I got real life situations, me personally. So I just want to let you all know that we're sorry that this happened, and we love everybody who's been positive about the situation towards us. I love everybody that has reached out to me and tried to be supportive, and it is what it is, and we all just got to move past it as a family, and try to bring awareness to things like mental health, and be more active about
What do y'all think about this dude? Tell me in the chat. What do y'all think about this dude? Salute Cinnabon for that 10 piece. I appreciate you. Salute. We at $45. We 55 away from a honey bun. Let's go, gang. Let's go. Or double tap that screen and get these likes up. Double tap that screen. Get these likes up.
situations that we put ourselves in and things of that nature. I had a lot of people calling me, talking to me, being very influential in positive ways. I will not be accepting any type of compensation, just so y'all know. I'm not that, you know what I mean? Send it to his mama. You know what I'm saying? Send it to his mother. Send it to her mother, if that's what y'all want to do. If that's what it's going to be. The main reason I didn't tag him in the live or whatever, his name or whatever, is because I'm not looking for that particular viral moment. I did make this live public, so whoever see it, they're going to see it. But, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Like I said, I did not know me expressing myself about how I felt about that particular situation will cause, it to go viral. Speaking on my behalf about my live, it wasn't my intentions, and it's too late to even do anything about it, because the world done saw it. So, it's up there and it's stuck there, and I do love my brother, and I'm gonna stand beside my brother. I'm my brother's keeper, and I'm gonna hold his name, and I'm gonna ride for him. No matter right or wrong, no matter if y'all feel like I shouldn't or not, I'm gonna ride for mine. So that's just that, I'm gonna ride for mine. I'm not gonna say nothing negative about the female, even though I possibly could,
You see, just go ahead and blurt it out, brother. You really want to blame the girl and you really want to talk a bunch of shit about her. Listen to him. Listen to this dude. Just talking in circles, like Sarah said.
And I'm gonna hold his name, and I'm gonna ride for him. No matter right or wrong, no matter if y'all feel like I shouldn't or not, I'm gonna ride for mine. So that's just that, I'm gonna ride for mine. I'm not gonna say nothing negative about the female, even though I possibly could, I'm not gonna take that route. That ain't the route that anyone should take in a situation like this. So I just want to be, I want to speak about myself, you know? let me talk about me since everybody want to know what's going on with me. Yeah, I've been in situations that I could have been pushed to the edge, but, you know, by the grace of God, you know, I was able to focus and climb myself out of situations like that. I'll be going live with, you know, probably toward the near future and, you know, speak more on my situation, my personal lifestyle and things like that of what I got going on. But I won't talk about it now because then it'll just seem like it's too soon while I'm grieving, while my family's grieving to, you know, make anything about me in particular. So I want to say to his mother, I love you. I want to say to my siblings, I love you. And we gonna make it through this. I want to say to her siblings, I love you. And I also want to say, I hope y'all make it through it because we're going to do all we can to try to, you know, keep everything cool on our end to, you know, move forward and move past this tragic situation. All right, y'all. Let it out.
That was a whole bunch of nothing, my boy. I'm gonna be real with you. That was a whole lot of nothing. It just sounds like you want attention, fam. If you don't get your Turk looking ass out the, get your Turk from Hot Boys looking at. Yeah, this dude is a clout chaser, fam. Yeah, this dude is he just clout chasing. He just want to be seen. You ain't got to go. You didn't even have to go live for that. You could have made a post and said that. Yeah.
The devil keep trying to keep me from delivering this message, but I'm gonna deliver somebody today. Somebody gonna get delivered today.
Salute to the certified one for that 10-piece. Thank you. He said somebody gonna get delivered today. He said somebody about to get delivered. He said, listen to the first thing he says in this.
The devil keep trying to keep me from delivering this message, but I'm gonna deliver somebody today. Somebody gonna get delivered today.
Yeah, he was definitely battling demons, man. He had something going on with him. Said the devil was trying to keep him from delivering this message. You could clearly see him crying for it, brother. Nobody was paying attention. They all was ready for the crash out. Everybody was ready for the crash out. Look at him.
You know, nice thing. Go ahead, what you gotta do.
You can see something ain't right in his eyes. You can see it in him right there, to be real. They say it's all in his face. Yeah, facts. Look at this again. Just watch him.
Keep trying to keep me from delivering this message, but I'm gonna deliver somebody today.
Look at this, y'all.
Somebody gonna get delivered today.
Watch his face as he thinks about it. You can tell he's thinking about something deep right here. It's written all over his face.
You know, nice thing. Go ahead, what you gotta do.
Look at him, man. You can see it all in his face right there. You can see it all in his face right there. Something was really wrong with dude, man. Something was really going on with this dude. He was about to crash. Anybody who loved you would have noticed that, though. That's why I'm telling you, these people didn't have no people who really loved them. They saying they had people that love them, but they ain't have people who love them. They did not have people who loved them genuine in their corner. Let's go.
You pay pop buttons like he in your search history every fucking day. The same shit with Quan. That was a lot of what he said about shit with Quan. You snuck through that somebody at the glass at the screen while I was recording her. Quan did start to say, who is that?
So allegedly, he was trying to push the narrative that she was sleeping with his homeboy. Meanwhile, she wanted to expose the fact that nah, I'm not sleeping with him. You just saying that because you sleeping with his baby mama and that's your homeboy. So a lot of tea was getting spilled on that. I don't know if y'all caught that when she was going live and she was basically saying, look, nah, you got on this live to accuse me of sleeping with your homeboy, but nah, you're sleeping with his baby mama and I got proof. Like, you just feel like that because of what you doing. And I found out about y'all. So she definitely knows that he was creeping with his homeboy girlfriend. Also, he was trying to set some of his homeboys up to get robbed. She was spilling a lot of his business on the live last night. But I'm saying, like, why did he think that was not cool when you're literally on the internet telling everybody the girl got STDs and all kind of stuff? Let's continue.
Hold on, you got it. You got right here said, set that shit up for him to talk to him so you can rob one. That's what you said. That's how the whole start talking started. It wasn't about me and that shit at all. I translated the message, and that's how that shit happened.
So how the hell did continue going?
When she got caught, and she came and got that table, we got a new table. That's when she called back him on my phone. He didn't answer her. When she had to left, he called back and I didn't answer because she wasn't here. Okay, so when you came, it was a missed call. You said, you got like me and him, you said it was a logic that for me and that's what's going on. So you wanted to rob him.
You still ain't proved that all you doing is trying to damn drop the business. All you trying to do is damn tell.
No, I'm saying that you lying.
At the end of the day, I don't care how we're gonna rob him for you.
Okay, so why you keep doing crazy?
What is your point in saying that I lied?
Because you are lying.
You really wanted to drop the business.
You lying.
You really wanted to just drop the business. Just say, oh, well, shit, the whole time going on, you said.
But no, you can name. The same shit record. You press that button, say he in your search history every fucking day. The same shit with Quan. That was a lot of what he said about the shit with Quan. You snuck through that stuff out at the glass at the screen though while I was recording her. Quan did start to say, who is that?
So what did I say?
Hold on, you lie at. You got out here and said, set that shit up for him to talk, for her to talk to him so you can rob Quan. That's what you said. That's how the whole talking started. It wasn't about me and that shit at all. I translated the message and that's how that shit happened.
So how the hell did it continue to go on then?
When she got caught, and she came and got that table, we got a new table. That's when she called back him on my phone. He didn't answer her. When she had to left, he called back and I didn't answer because she wasn't here. Okay, so when you came, it was a missed call. You said, you got like me and him, you said it was a logic that for me and that's what's going on. So you wanted to rob him.
You still ain't proved that all you doing is trying to damn drop the business. All you trying to do is damn tell.
No, I'm saying that you lying.
At the end of the day, I don't care how we're gonna rob him for you.
Okay, so why you keep doing crazy?
What is your point in saying that I lied?
Because you are lying.
You really wanted to drop the business.
You lying.
You really wanted to just drop the business. Just say, oh, well, shit, the whole time going on, you said.
But no, you sit around.
You haven't proved the lie.
You sit around, they go, that's like squeeze. You sit around, you making like somebody so fucked up, you whole time you trying to do something fucked up to them. And that's how some shit gonna happen.
You know why I'm putting around the bitch? Because why the fuck is he on your page in your inbox?
He wasn't, you were lying. What the fuck? He slid up about snow.
He just slid up on your
About snow.
What the fuck? I don't give a fuck what he said. Why the fuck is he on there when I already mentioned it?
You tell him the full truth. That's what that is.
That ain't that full truth. The fuck?
What did he say? He said somebody was y'all was gonna ride one, that's what I heard. KB, we ain't getting up because he done lied, so it's time to keep lying.
Okay.
What you say, friend?
I didn't say everything, bitch. You want to tell a sideways story?
Yeah, and all of it about money. Every time he get there, okay, boom. Y'all posted a cruise picture went out of town. He went down there, broke, fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I told him when I got the money to my phone because I broke my phone when I got down there as soon as we got there. I told him good when I get my sister to send me this money, like, I'm not responsible for your gambling. I even told him, like, I sent money out of my son's savings account to my sister because they got the same kind of bank. So I did bank to bank. So I'm telling her, this is my son's money. You gonna have to put this shit back. As soon as we leave the court, y'all, this nigga start like a whole bitch attitude. I'm like, damn, anybody even did shit. Who this shit was Bobby? He got a whole attitude out with him. I know you don't fuck with them niggas. You don't fuck with them niggas. Oh yeah, you don't fuck. I know who it is. You don't fuck Squeeze. You don't fuck Squeeze. So I'm like, bitch, anybody fuck no damn Squeeze. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm my kids. I put this on my baby right now. She can die. Y'all, I ain't never fucked no Squeeze. I ain't never been around Squeeze. I think Squeeze one time. They was at his dad's house at the park. This shit would. So I did bank to bank. So I'm telling her, this is my son's money. You gonna have to put this shit back. As soon as we leave the court, y'all, this nigga start like a whole bitch attitude. I'm like, damn, anybody even did shit. Who this shit was Bobby? He got a whole attitude out with him. I know you don't fuck with them niggas. You don't fuck with them niggas. Oh yeah, you don't fuck. I know who it is. You don't fuck Squeeze. You don't fuck Squeeze. So I'm like, bitch, anybody fuck no damn Squeeze. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm my kids. I put this on my baby right now. She can die. Y'all, I ain't never fucked no squeeze. I ain't never been around squeeze. I think squeeze one time, never think that house at a party. All my kids, I never been around that nigga. Now his bitch ass went lying. I was trying to fuck with my baby daddy. She fucking with the wrong one. Doing all this popping on the phone. You know, he sitting right here, got the phone on speaker, let me listen. I'm about to go down there and beat her ass. He went down like that. She popping to him like, oh, I'm gonna beat your baby mama ass. We get down there. She didn't know we together. She texted me like, oh, I had a game. You should have been in game. Then she telling him, oh, I'm gonna beat your baby mama ass. What? Come not that one? Not that one? Not that one, baby. I want to see that. And yeah, hey, you can let me listen. I'm about to go down there and beat her ass. We went down like that. She popping to him like, oh, I'm gonna beat your baby mama ass. We get down there. She didn't know we together. She texted me like, oh, I had a game. You should have been in game. Then she telling him, oh, I'm gonna beat your baby mama ass. What? Come not that one? Not that one? Not that one, baby. I want to see that. And yeah, so he had to fuck her. I was FaceTiming her. By fucking him and shit like that, just harassing her, fucking with her. So she fell back, but she was a trick, y'all. Hop on the shield, got them, give you a little bread. She thought she was gonna make some bread, she'll give you some. Yeah, she one of them. She said she wasn't food, they want to pay the damn now what, and this shit start up beef, and your husband get hurt. Well, baby, Sierra Williams, and it start up beef, he got his ass on live. And guess what, don't get on his line because now I'm telling everything. Because now you been lying on me. And it's really frustrating, it's really aggravating. When every time you hear your nigga pick up the phone, he on the phone spraying your name. Yeah, you know my girl was fucking such. This nigga never touched me. Why are you lying on me?
Salute to who was that? Salute to TT. Thank you for the 5-piece. Salute TT.
Why are you lying on me? I never touched a nigga. I ain't been around a nigga.
Alright, come on.
Then, let me finish. I'm on live. You had us 2 hours.
You better go on your live.
Now you want to call me.
I gave you a shot.
Oh, I ain't get to say, I ain't get to say my booty. Then,
I told you that.
then I gotta go like that. You saw my shit.
Come on.
Damn, bitch.
Give me
I gotta die if I tell what happened.
Give me home.
That's crazy, y'all. I didn't really die about this, so y'all don't know that tea right now.
Give me home.
Martha got quiet. What he at? He right here. He getting mad. He don't like the truth coming out.
Man. There was just so much going on in that little scenario, man. It's like, damn, bro. You see the signs of everything that could have been, how they could have prevented that whole thing from happening. That's just crazy work. How that.
Whatever you want. Long story short, the nigga.
You tried hit me.
Say something.
You tried hit me.
Say something, Bill. Get my live. Bitch, sit back and listen.
You understand me?
Sit back and listen.
I just understand me. He lied though.
If I get out the lie, you ain't gonna make it out of dope. And I'm gonna do it.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a wicked world we live in.
Hey, shit, bro, I'm on whatever you want. Long story short, the nigga.
You tried hit me.
Say something.
You tried hit me.
Say something, Bill. Get my live. Bitch, sit back and listen.
You understand me?
Sit back and listen.
I just understand me. He lied though.
If I get out the lie, you ain't gonna make it out of dope. And I'm gonna do it.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a wicked world we live in. I swear to God, if y'all know what's going on, let me put y'all on. Long story short, this is Frenchman, and this is Dutchess right here. Dutchess Dior. Lady, they've been having a real bad relationship. I'm talking about Frenchman wants to kill fucking Dutchess. I don't know what's the whole situation about, but it gotta be something crazy. And every time Dutchess says something, he gets madder and madder. I don't know what's going on. But what you see in the video, Dutchess keep provoking the nigga, getting this nigga tight. Like some days, y'all need to learn how to stay quiet, cause some niggas don't really be playing, bro. And I don't know who she on the phone with, but she's making the whole situation worse, playing the battery in Dutchess' back. Like this whole situation is bad. Like shorty keep provoking the nigga and shit to the point the nigga unlock her. You feel me? Then he unlock himself. And the fucked up part, they both left a child behind. It's crazy, right? But a nigga getting real bad, talking he about to kill you? Nah. Yeah, he got caught up with some shit like. She found some shit. I swear to God. Tell me what y'all think, man. I feel bad for the kid. Rest in peace to both of them. This could have been avoided, but, you know, that's how life goes.
I know my boy don't got a bonnet on. Fellas, don't wear bonnets. Let's keep it a big buck. Don't wear no damn bonnet. I don't know what the hell buddy got going on, but should no man be rocking no bonnet. All right, but yeah, the whole situation could have been avoided. But if you listen to this part right here, he telling her like, "I'm gonna do it to you." He's like, he pulled a weapon, and he was definitely ready to do it.
Hey, shit, bro, I'm on whatever you want. Long story short, the nigga.
You tried hit me.
Say something.
You tried hit me.
Say something, Bill. Get my live. Bitch, sit back and listen.
You understand me?
Sit back and listen.
I just understand me. He lied though.
If I get out the lie, you ain't gonna make it out of dope. And I'm gonna do it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he was already on that time. He was letting the live know, look, it's going down. Like, I'm going to do this. So he gave her so many warnings to get the fuck out of there and just leave this man alone. I just wish she would have. I wish she would have had some type of intuition that was telling her, but and not have a homegirl on the phone putting a battery in her back. Her homegirl should have been. Her homegirl on the line. Oh, y'all been told her to leave. Nowhere on that phone call did we ever hear you tell them to leave. Tell her to leave. Never on this phone at all. Every time we heard you, you was disrespecting her man, calling him a B. I ain't saying he ain't one, but you shouldn't be calling him that, especially while he's sitting over there and she's provoking him and he's telling her, I'm going to unalive you. I would be trying to help my friend get the hell up out that damn situation versus hyping her up and calling him all kind of names and just telling her to stay in there and she got every right. Man, your homegirl really helped you get unalive, to be real. So I blame some of that on. I do blame that homegirl as well because she definitely was not helping the situation out at all.
This is why perception is everything. This is why so many people that showed up on my side of my FYP showed him support or trying to humanize him, such as his brothers, his mothers, doing statement, ex-girlfriend. But people are showing up saying that, quote unquote, he really is a good guy. Even though he did the unaliving, and they try to break it down into maybe it was a mental break, he was stuck in a root relationship, or just he was off. Either way it go. But my question is, where is her side? Now, they have the right if they just choose not to speak. But is it me, or maybe y'all have? I've not seen a mother, father, sister. No one showed up on her side speaking the way his side is speaking. Now, their friend, whoever you are, we're not talking about you.
Hold on, that's a good point, ain't it? Ain't that a real good point? Where the fuck is her family at? Because ain't nobody made a statement on her behalf. Have we not all noticed that? I didn't think of that till this lady just said that. Everybody that's speaking out is coming from his side, and they all saying like what it was, and ain't nobody on her family at all spoke out and said a damn word about her.
I've not seen a mother, father, sister. No one showed up on her side speaking the way his side is speaking. Now, their friend, whoever you are, we're not talking about you. You stay quiet. You done did enough. But perception is everything, and so many people is coming out trying to defend him, and I don't think they're trying to defend him. They're just trying to humanize him of what was going on in the relationship. But yeah, this is why so many people are saying, well, she did this and she did that, which to me, both of them is gone. At this point, it doesn't even matter, in my opinion. But this is why people is feeling for him and supporting him the way they are. Perception is everything. When you have family backing, they're going to back you.
What y'all think about? What do y'all think about that? Y'all think perception is everything? Do y'all feel like that more people are supporting him? Well, what reason would they support him over her for? So there's something more to this story. What do y'all think about that? I said sometimes silence is best. I said the family don't want to be all on social media to speak out. I was saying that last night about her family. Everyone doesn't get on social media, especially in this situation. That's crazy. Wow. It's to deal with the problems before someone get hurt. They said her face looks swollen. They probably didn't put hands on her. They said they are supporting him. They enabled his behavior because they know the truth. They said because her family knew she was loud and proud, they told her ass to stop it and it wasn't cute. They told her he's older and he can't, and you can't play with a man ego, etc. Salute, TT Diva. I wouldn't get on social media if it was my family. Her sister did say something on Facebook. Yeah, but ain't nobody been like doing no interviews, lives, and clout chasing like the brothers though. They ain't been doing it quite like the brothers. Them brothers, boy, them brothers want to be social media stars. That's what it's seeming like. At least that's what the vibe I get. Let's continue.
Hey, what up, gang? As you can tell by the caption, y'all already know what I'm about to speak on, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? It's straight to the business. You feel me? First off, condolences to the family on both sides of the spectrum. But I want to dive straight into the problem, the cancer, the issue, what it really is, right? I 100% blame the friend. Because the friend is sitting here egging this on. You know this is a violent man. You know the history of your friend's business. And you're here egging this on. You took it as a joke. You're laughing and playing with her. And this guy was dead serious. He was standing on business. Just listen from a man's perspective, right? If a man sit here and out his business to this extent, he's at the final straw. This shit is dead. This shit is done. If he out, I'm just speaking from a man's perspective. If he outs that much information when he's still in the streets and he got partners he got to go back, right? If he out that much information, he has already checked out.
What do y'all think about his stance on this? He's like, he didn't went this far as a man. Just speaking on a man's behalf. Fellas, do you agree with that? They saying, look, as a man, if you get on the internet and say that much already, you at your motherfucking breaking point. Because it looks weird to me to see a dude get on live and do that and just to grab a phone, put it in front of his face and just spill every bit of his bedroom and what. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, but that ain't normal male behavior. It's just not. Now I could understand a girl doing it. That's no offense, ladies, but that's just shit y'all do. Y'all definitely will pick up a phone and some of y'all will respect the relationship. Not too many times, maybe in this generation, but not too many times a dude is gonna spill that much drama in his own bedroom. It ain't that often.
This is just going forward for anybody else that's gonna try this same scenario, right? And for the young lady who lost her life, I'm sorry, but women, choose your friends wisely. You know what I'm saying? I hate that her and her friend shot and taunted and played and laughed about it, all the way to the point where she snatched his phone in the kitchen. So the clip that you're seeing, if you go back to this scene, you'll see her snatching his phone. This is a man. Regardless of the flaws or whatever he's done, this is still a man. And when we check out, we check out. Women check out as well. There's no excuse for him putting his hands on her. No excuse. But if you put gasoline on a fire, what are you expecting to happen? So she snatches his phone, you know what I'm saying? He's already 10 toes up, you know what I'm saying? And then you come to the point where you go even deeper and you begin to spread something that he does not want out. So now he's furious, he get quiet, all of this. And you're laughing and you're putting on your shoes as if you are ready for this. This is what you've been planning for. This is what you know is about to go. You know he's about to whip your ass. So if you are that in tune to getting your ass whipped like that, then this is a problem. And then it goes to, I go and look at it even more.
Do you guys agree with him? Drop the gems if he on point. Drop the caps if you ain't rocking with it. Drop the gems if this man is on point. Drop the caps if he up here capping. Let me know.
And more, and I see other videos of you sitting in the tub with your nails broken, saying you just ate some ass up like you enjoyed the fighting. And then y'all doing voodoo on each other. Yo, the friends on both sides of this spectrum, y'all let these two people down. Y'all let these two individuals down. Y'all really did let them down. Even though that was a personal issue that was going on between them. Like sometimes, man, when you love your loved ones, you got to step in and you cannot get in between people's relationship. But I would have stormed that house so fast. I seen it going left. I mean, you could just see it. You know what I'm saying? Or I would have called her and be like, hey man, get off the phone with that damn girl, man. That girl is egging this on. If you and him gonna do what y'all do, at least get off the phone with her. Cause she just giving you juice. She giving you the juice to keep going. And then when you get your ass whooped, she ain't there to feel that pain with you. Like, get off the phone with this girl. This girl don't mean you no good right now. She's egging this on. She's dead wrong, man.
I completely agree with that. And that's why I said I put more of the fault, even though there was a grown woman that made that decision, there was a grown man that made that decision, and they both crashed out. He crashed out more than her, but they both could have prevented it. I still say I blame the friend more than anybody. Because if that friend possibly wasn't on the phone, she probably wouldn't go in there for her. A friend is just being very, very disrespectful and just, yeah, bitch, who do, and it's like, and you smiling at the stuff. You know what I'm saying? He already at his breaking point. No excuses for him. I'm just saying he's at his breaking point to where he's about to do whatever the fuck he's done. He's already checked out. Then you got you over here in his ear. Then you got the homegirl saying different shit too, and it just did. She didn't help that situation at all. And as her friend, you should have done better. And I really hope you feel every bit of that shit today. I really hope you feeling it, because her blood is on your hands. I hope you feel that. So to the friend, I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck who agrees with me or disagrees with me. In my mind, that girl blood is on your hands, and you got to live with that shit.
She's dead wrong. But this happens times and time again all over the world. This is going on right now. This is not the only case that is like this. But if you are going through something like this, I advise you to get out of it like right now, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all just messed up two great people's lives, you know what I'm saying? And this man can't get his money right because your family got roots on him and all kind of crap, and he putting love spit, like y'all spiraled out of control. And nobody was there to support y'all and help y'all through y'all mental issues that y'all was going through. So I feel bad for both sides. I'm not blaming him by himself, and I'm not blaming her by herself. I think it was a equal playing field with a bunch of influence from the girl's friend that was on the phone. Like, she gassed it up, man. There's no way. And I know right now you're sitting in your feelings like, damn, I could have done different. Dang, I shouldn't have said that. Dang, I shouldn't have been laughing. Like, this is a sad case of misinformation. This is a sad case of reaching out. Somebody better help, you know what I'm saying? And then for, I don't know if it was Facebook or where it first started, where it originated from, but for y'all to sit there and let it go on that long without clipping that, without cutting that, that is diabolical. So there's a lot of moving parts in this that led to this tragic incident. I really feel like it could have been handled totally different. They both was abusive to each other. They both loved the abuse. So, you know what I'm saying, we can't speak on that part of it, but as a family member, if my family member is going through some stuff like that, I am going to keep reaching out. I am going to keep saying something. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep saying something, whether you like it or not, you know what I'm saying? And especially if I see it spewing over to social media, yeah, I'm definitely going to blow that phone up. I'm going to blow that phone up. And I think the brother said he kept calling, you know what I'm saying? But you could just tell that the young man had done checked out. He was checked out. And she thought it was a normal fight. They was going to fight, and, you know what I'm saying, shit, live to screw another day, go out another day, take a picture another day. And the real losers in this thing is the kids, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. The true losers in this situation was the kids. The kids ultimately lost out on everything because their parents both crashed out. And all of that could have been prevented. Every part of that could have been prevented on both sides. But that's the life they chose. And that's the path that they chose.
So you mean to tell me they was doing roots on each other? They was in a whole relationship doing roots on each other. She putting root work on him. He putting love spells on her. They see her playing with witchcraft. This man go and pop a motherfucking PERC and drinking some hen dog and hit the live button and decided to tell all the business. When she get to telling all the business, this man quite literally says, bitch, I will kill you. And she laughing and loud. And in the midst of all of this, she got a homegirl on the phone helping with the drama, helping with the mess. They got a newborn baby. And y'all telling me that y'all didn't see them demons stirred up in the both of them?
Because, baby, I seen them spirits stirred up in the both of them. Not just him and her, too. That energy that she had, that was demonic. The energy that he had, that was demonic. The motherfucking antagonist on that phone, that was demonic. The demons that was in the people that was watching the motherfucking live stream, antagonizing the foolishness, all of it was demons, bitch. They was in that motherfucker running rampant. They was in that house having a blast. Now that baby ain't got no family members. No, they got family members, but they don't have their mom and their daddy. And this woman up on this internet talking about, you gotta learn when to shut up. Baby, she could have been sitting back in that room folding up clothes. Them demons was still stirring. Call me back.
She right. I don't know how this could have been prevented, but you got to think about this. I still feel bad for the kids because they are left with this shitty family. You know what I'm saying? They failed your mama and your daddy on both sides. All of your family on your mama's side and your daddy's side all failed y'all because they never stepped in and did. And to them, this is just normal. This is just another fight between these two. This is just them. That is not just anybody. That is demonic. You need to help your family out. You know what I'm saying? You definitely need to reach out and help them. So I do agree the kids losing that, and that was just a fucked up situation to be in altogether. Let's continue.
Yeah, so apparently the update on the Frenchman and Dutchess Dior, which is Shamarcus Carr and Khadijah Carr, is the man Odie. He was not Shamarcus' lover. He was not Mark's lover at all. He apparently was his best friend that he set up to be unalived and went to the funeral after, was telling the family he didn't know what happened, but apparently he was behind it and got off on the charges. That's why he didn't want her to say what she knew about Odie. It was nothing to do about being DL. Nothing to do about them having a relationship. The man is no longer with us. Okay? The first thing y'all go to is being DL. About everything. I didn't hear that lady say nothing about that man being DL or whatever. He did seem like he could be a little suspect. Maybe that's where we getting that from. But no, it was apparently a whole nother issue behind that Odie thing that he could not have to come out. He didn't want her to expose that part. Not lovers. His best friend, he backdoored, basically. Okay?
Yeah, so that's him backdooring his own people. It was not him being DL, although I definitely thought he definitely gave stud vibes. When I first seen it, I kept thinking, like, is this a dude? I couldn't tell. I guess I don't trust a man with no facial hair anyway. He did seem a little sassy, but yeah, definitely. It wasn't about him being DL. It was more of him backdooring his own homeboy. That's what it was. He backdoored his homeboy, got him unalived, or possibly unalived his own homeboy, and got away with it and got around the family and lied about the shit and made everybody believe he had nothing to do with the shit. So that's where we at with that.
So I want to speak on this Dutchess and Frenchman situation. Like, if you've been following my page, you already know I am a domestic violence advocate. Like, I am, like, I'm on it for real, for real. In fact, I just made a video the other day talking about how women, toxic love, pretty much toxic love, and how they, they don't believe a man love them unless the man put their hands on them. And so I've been seeing it on social media, Facebook, Instagram, like it's everywhere. And to those who have been in domestic violence situations or have been around domestic violence situations as I have, the look, he had the look. He was gonna do something to her regardless, and he knew that. He knew that he was gonna do something to her regardless. to those that said, oh, she was provoking him, if she had been quiet, that man's mind was made up. Look at the video. His mind was made up.
Do you ladies believe that? Gentlemen, do you guys believe that? Do you feel like either way, no matter what she would have did, no matter what scenario you could draw up, do you feel like either way he was going to do it anyway? Do you feel like just even if she would have gotten away and came back another day, it still was going to happen? Because I do feel like it was inevitable. Like I think even if you would have left, you would just delayed the inevitable. He was gonna get you one way or another. You knew too much, you talked too much, and it was already too much magic and love spells involved anyway. He was gonna do it. Them demons was attached to him, but he was out of there. That's my opinion.
He knew. When he went online, when he made that Facebook status and he said he was going on live, he knew then. When he got that knife and put it in front of him, he knew he was not going back. The families, both sides of the families have come out and spoken about it. I wish that when somebody first saw that live, they would have called the police then, but they didn't. Because the families had got used to the toxicity in this relationship. But from what I gather in the video is pretty much he could dish it, but he couldn't take it, which we know men are infamous for. Like they can do you in real bad, but once you flip the script on them, they can't handle it. But I say that to say this: if you are in a domestic violence relationship, try your best to get out of it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. That man did not love her. He hated her. And you can tell. And I made a video about this too, about telling when these men hate you. That man hated her. He hated her.
Do you agree with that? Do you feel like he hated her? Chat, drop the gems if you feel like he hated her. Drop the caps if you think that's not true. What do y'all think? Did he hate her?
All the signs were there. He couldn't stand her. For whatever reason or the other, he did not like her. The proof was in the pudding. If y'all are in these types of relationships, try to get out. Seek help, whether it's from family, whether it's from friends, whether it's from your community. Seek help, because losing your life is not worth it. It's not worth it. There is no human being out here that loves you and will treat you like that. That's not love. That's not love. I don't care who you saw go through this, and it's a hill out down. It's generational. It's generational. He saw that growing up. She saw that growing up. Somehow they meshed together, and now we have this. Y'all get out. It's not worth it. Like, that video triggered me so bad, because instantly when I clicked on it, I was like, oh yeah, look at his eyes. And maybe I'm just the person that look at the eyes, but I've seen that before. I've seen those eyes before. I've told y'all, like, all of my sisters has dealt with domestic violence. I'm the only one that has never dealt with it. I've seen those eyes before, like more than once. So I'm like, yeah, he gonna do something, even if it ain't nothing but beating the shit out of her. He finna do something to her. And she was so wrapped up into being right and getting her story out that she didn't even realize what type of danger she was in. But yeah, y'all get out. Get out.
So I see certain people don't like what she was saying. I think she was on point. I ain't gonna lie. I think she was definitely on point. And I feel she was on the money. Some of y'all might not agree with her, but I definitely feel like she had a lot of key points to that message that she was giving out. I do agree with a lot of the things she was saying. So salute to her.
Man really unalived his wife because he thought that she was cheating on him with his best friend, or one of his friends rather, but she was trying to inform that to his friend that her man was sleeping with his baby mama. They went on live. He went on live trying to air her dirty laundry. So this man really unalived his wife because he thought that she was cheating on him with his best friend, or one of his friends rather, but she was trying to inform that to his friend that her man was sleeping with his baby mama. They went on live. He went on live trying to air her dirty laundry out, saying he called her talking to his friend, this, that, and the third, and how she trifling, she this, she that. They on live arguing, and he ends up unaliving her. Whole time she even stated multiple times that no, I was talking to your friend because I was trying to tell him that you messing with his baby mama. And the crazy part about it is y'all still be believing these men when a relationship goes toxic and they try to flip the narrative, manipulate the script, say, oh no, she did this, she did that, when it's clear as day and evident what the man did. And then he even goes a step further and analyzes himself. That's how you know he was guilty. And yet y'all still victim blaming the woman, talking about some, oh, she should have left. Why would she sit there and let that man do that to her? This, that, and the third. Do y'all not know what a toxic relationship look like? That girl seems scared. She's been married to this man for how long? Has a child with this man? You don't think they always argue like that? You don't think she was always defending herself? She even went to freaking Facebook and said she's in fear for her life, for her kids, for her family. She doesn't know what to do. Yet, everybody's in the comments blaming her. Talk about she talking too much, she needs to put her shoes on and just leave the house, this, that, and the third. The way y'all defend men is really nuts. Like, men could do no wrong in your eyes, and it's scary. And I'm not justifying and saying that makes it right, but y'all really act like these type of dynamics are something you can just easily walk away from. This man unalived her. The fact that he was able to unalive her, do y'all understand the heights that man was willing to take? Imagine if she would have left. Y'all don't be thinking things through. Imagine if she would have left. He probably would have found her somehow and still did the same thing.
Yeah, I don't really know that she was going to be able to escape that man. I think that the only way out for both of them was death. Unfortunately, that was one of them relationships where I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. Not from what I've seen between those. They seem like both of them hated each other. It seemed like both of them were at their wits' end. They both were sick of the shit, but they couldn't get out of it. That's the vibe I got. Her eyes were saying she was definitely afraid for her life. His eyes were saying you should be. That's what the vibe I got. The vibe I got looking at them, she looked like she was afraid for her life. He looked like you should be. That's the vibe I got from both of them.
Go, bitch, I'm in prison, so of course I don't know. So here it is, you gonna tell me now. So here it is, boom, you gonna tell me, oh shit. I did this, I fucked him, I did this, I did all that. Remind you, now, I ain't just nigga calling her, oh, I need this, I need that. In the beginning when I went in, I went broke because I got fucked up, I had to get me a lawyer, all that shit done. And I was fresh out. I went back to prison in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So here it is now. Months later, I done came into a goddamn a settlement. Months later, while I'm in prison in December. That next year. So boom, now here it is, you know, I'm straight now. I'm feeling like she riding, I'm taking care of, looking out for her, giving her money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about a little bit. I had like 100 racks in my account, and she had access to all of them. You know, okay, if it was more than that, oh, okay, so what? So she had access to all that.
Man.
Oh, okay, so what? So she had access to all that. Boom. So here it is. She coming around. We're in prison. I'm in prison. I'm in the halfway house. Only thing gonna say about, because you know that prison got the relationship you here. Only way we gonna fix this, only way this shit gonna work, you get married. Here my dumb ass go. You feel me? Alright, here it is. I done married her. Boom. I done married her ass. I come home. You know what I'm saying? Here it is.
Yeah, that there was no love in that relationship. It was no love at all. Like that was dead ass fucked up.
Yeah, I was there the wrong way. Oh, she look cute. saying, man, what's wrong? What we talk about God? We can't help. We just have to get that sort of trust question. Let's get your ass on. You fucking do this part of the always go on.
Y'all come back on it, bitch.
Turn my phone back on. Turn my phone on. That I paid the bill for. That I paid for. He really mad about some Gucci shades. That's what the fuck he mad about the damn Gucci shades. Cause he called me a bitch and I said they going there.
Let's look at this again. A homegirl on the phone.
Oh, she look cute.
He ain't talking.
If I saying, man, what's wrong? What we talk about God? We can't help. We just have to get that sort of trust question. Let's get your ass on. You fucking do this part of the always go on.
Y'all come back on it, bitch.
Turn my phone back on. Turn my phone on. That I paid the bill for. That I paid for. He really mad about some Gucci shades. That's what the fuck he mad about the damn Gucci shades. Cause he called me a bitch and I said they going there.
Yeah, boy, he gave her that damn Ike look right there. That nigga gave her that look like Ike. Like, hold on, look, all right now. I'm over here trying to make these damn spaghettis. Yeah, I just wish it didn't happen, man. Unfortunately, they both learned the hard way.
I think it's a lot of stuff that y'all missed in the Frenchman and Dutchess Dior live. We're gonna start with the very first thing that y'all missed. She was his CO. He was already locked up. She was his CO. To me, that's already like a red flag. You know, I feel like she should have went the other direction anyway. But hey, if she found love, she found love. But this wasn't love. This was not love. Secondly, I don't know if y'all watched that live, but he kept telling her in the beginning of the live, go make your own live. You don't have to get on mine. Go make your own live. He was cooking. If y'all didn't watch the video, he was cooking. He was making dinner. And she happened to just on the phone. I feel like also, I don't know what it is, but you know how like you trying to show out in front of your friend. You know what I'm saying? When you and your dude is arguing or whatever. And I'm not like justifying this at all. I'm not justifying what he's doing at all. I just feel like this would have been a whole different situation if she would have left. If the friend would have told her, hey friend, it sounds like y'all getting a little heated. You can come to my crib. Or 3, I would have just hung up as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know. To me, I feel like the whole situation just could have been avoided. The friend should have been hung up off the phone. Maybe she, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she wouldn't have a reason. Because if y'all listen to the video, and I'm not trying to antagonize the friend, like, but to me, I just would have hung the phone up. You know what I'm saying? First off, I don't want to hear y'all argue. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear y'all go through it. He calling me out my name. He calling you out your name. He just saying you gonna die. And the friend like, wow. Girl, I would have been on that phone like, look. Okay, at the end of the day, you might need to go and talk to that man. He getting real mad. You know what I'm saying? You might need to talk to him. You might need to wait till he get off live. You might need to go talk to that man. Like, okay, the second thing, they put roots on each other. They were putting spells on each other. I believe he said she put 2 spells on him. She put a money spell on him. He was like, I'm walking around thinking I'm just broke and effed up. Whole time she put a spell on me. And then he also mentioned that she put a love spell on him. But he did also mention that he put one on her. But when he said that he went to the psychic, he said that's how he automatically knew it was her. Because she just kept throwing, that's why you broke, that's why you broke, that's why you broke. He like, why you keep saying, you know what I'm saying? If you already know I'm in an effed up position, you already know I'm effed up, you know what I'm saying, financially. Why do you keep throwing that out there, y'all? Because she put a spell on him. And she said she admitted it. She admitted it in the live. At first in the video though, she was like, he was basically saying when he asked her about it, she was in denial of it. Like, you know, I didn't do it, But pretty much, yeah, she put a spell on that man, and he put a spell on her. So this is why it's very important. This need to be the first. This need to be the first video. You know what I'm saying? The first situation that y'all need to look at when y'all think about putting spells and roots and on people. Like, this stuff is gonna end up terribly bad and terribly wrong, and y'all shouldn't be messing with people. Like, no, don't mess with people free will like that. If y'all need to pray for the man instead of doing spells on the man, like, pray for the man instead of doing spells on the man, because when y'all include darkness in already a toxic relationship, it's bound to just end terrible. So let's get that out the way.
Yeah, I agree, man. Y'all should never been mixing magic up. You should have put God up into that relationship. That sounds like that's what you needed. You needed God, and you chose Satan. That's what it sounds like, and look what y'all got. Oh, what a dangerous game y'all was playing. Let's continue.
Okay, so what you think you really gonna talk to you? I didn't. Okay, so it's your time. It's your correction. You told it.
You slammed him, and I told him, I said, "What fucking your bitch?"
Okay. Again, so she telling him. She telling him, oh.
She telling everybody trying to bounce like, okay, he so fucked up shit to you, and you did to him.
I'll be back, y'all. You keep running your mouth and beat your ass, though.
You did.
Keep running your mouth. I told you sit back in the damn audience. Hello. Yeah, tell him.
Then put my shoes on. He gonna try to whip my ass after this one. Hello, let me put my shoes on. Shit, no, you love sneaky bitch. So y'all, for one, let me clear the story because he told a lie from the beginning. Starting with the squeeze situation, that was a lie. Let me goddamn, you ain't gotta follow me. They said let me get on the live. So yeah, he told a lie starting with the squeeze situation. He tried.
You fucked her. Okay, so what you think you really gonna talk to you?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
You
it's your time. It's your correction. You told it.
You slammed him, and I told him, I said, "What fucking your bitch?"
Okay. Again, so she telling him. She telling him, oh.
She telling everybody trying to bounce like, okay, he so fucked up shit to you, and you did to him.
I'll be back, y'all. You keep running your mouth and beat your ass, though.
You did.
Keep running your mouth. I told you sit back in the damn audience. Hello. Yeah, tell him.
Then put my shoes on. He gonna try to whip my ass after this one. Hello, let me go. Put my shoes on.
No.
Shit, no, you love sneaky bitch.
Just look at his damn face.
So y'all, for one, let me clear the story because he told a lie from the beginning. Starting with the squeeze situation, that was a lie. Let me goddamn, you ain't gotta follow me. They said let me get on the live. So yeah, he told a lie starting with the squeeze situation. He tried.
Yeah, that dude looked like he was ready to crash. You could just see it all up in his eyes. I don't know how she didn't notice that dude's eyes getting devilish like that. But
I know y'all heard about the husband that unalived his wife yesterday or the other day, whatever. And I got the backstory, and I'm gonna break the whole damn thing down. But all this shit is nothing but a bunch of accountability that both parties didn't want to take. Now, however, I am gonna say she didn't deserve to lose her life. She didn't. But when you provoke somebody that's unhealthy mentally, then I mean, I don't know what she stated the man be fighting demons. The man always whooping on her. She even ran to the police station with nothing on. I'm talking about just bare skin. And she also stated that she ain't want to leave him. She could have left, but she didn't want to leave. Now, since we got that out the way, he was a prisoner. She was an officer at the prison. Of course, they started messing around. Yes, you don't supposed to mess with the inmates if you're an officer, but she did it anyway. So when he got out of prison, she left her job, they got together, became a family. He cheated on her and got STD. She turned around and cheated on him with his got ex-homeboy. Somehow they both ended up with HIV. So he go live and try to tell his story. She in the back, nagging, provoking, all the extra shit. Mind y'all, he trying to tell his story. She trying to tell her story while he going live on his page. So she's not letting him get what he need to say off, which I think both of them don't need to be on live regardless. Because I just don't understand why people like to bring all their problems to social media if they think social media don't help. So the girl Dutchess Dior, and the husband name is the Frenchman. So Dutchess Dior, which is the wife, she's proceeded to go on live and try to tell her story. Now, Where everything went wrong was that she stated whoever Odie is, whoever that is in prison, that her husband was sleeping with, which is a man. She claimed that she was gonna tell it all. And the moment,
And that's where he wrong at. Like I said, I already explained that it was not a dude that he was sleeping with.
she said, Odie, I'm about to tell the story about Odie, that's when he snapped and got off live. The Frenchman got off live. This not me blaming nobody, right? I'm not blaming no parties. But only thing I gotta say is, you knew this man had a lot of issues going. And not only that, you a police officer at the prison that he incarcerated at. You can see his track record, his backgrounds, and why he in there. Not only that, you can see his health records. And not only that, you knew when you met him that he was messing with other men inside of prison. And that's why I say all this ain't nothing but accountability on both parties. Because it never had to go this far. Never. Whoever Odie is that he didn't want her to bring out, I promise you, I hate that she even mentioned Odie's name. Because that man, they say the man went crazy. He went haywire. If I ain't mistaken, he took both of their lives.
And that he did. Went on a police chase, high-speed chase, and took his own life after he took hers. That's nothing but the devil, though. That's nothing but the devil. Let's continue.
Can't jump into it. We can't jump in it. I don't, like, let me get this out of the way. That's my brother. I love him. I'm not speaking just good on him because it was bad. It was tragic. So we're not going to say he just jumped on women. He just beat her. They have a great relationship. Every relationship go through stuff. Every relationship go through things. He don't just wake up and just jump on her, beat her. He don't do that.
Done.
When people get triggered, shit happens. Not saying it's right. I'm not condoning that. Not saying it's right. So let's get with the okay. You heard him on live. He got into it. He jumped on her. They got in a fight. He jumped on her for it wasn't no 3 hours. That both of them exaggerated. Both of them exaggerated. It wasn't no 3 hours.
How do you know all this information, though? That's what I want to. You know the time limit of how long he beat her. It sounds like you should have been helping that man. You should have been helping that woman. You should have been helping your boy, your brother get up out the. You should have been helping your brother get rehabilitated, and get some help, and you should have been helping her get out that situation. Talking about you know how long it. Boy, get your goofy ass on. E40 looking at.
Bro got up. He went to work. He get to the job. He say, bro, I think somebody trying to break in at the house. He called me like, bro, I think somebody trying to break in at the house. It's like, come on, right? Why you say that? He's like, man, the front camera going off. The front camera going. So he left work. He doubled back. He left work. He go back to his house that they share, and he went in the house. He parked his car down the road. He went in the house. Zal was in there. Zal was in there fucking another guy. Plain and simple. That's why she was naked. He went in the house. His house. He lived with her in his room, his bed. They in there fucking. He lost it. He jumped on both of them. When he fighting with the dude, tussling with the dude, she run out the house, jump in the car. She go to the police station. He get up, chasing her, fuck the dude, left the dude in there, whatever. Chasing her. He drive crazy, mad. He drive right up to the police station. He get there, you know, she's standing outside the car, naked, talking with two officers. Shit. The officer telling him to pull over. He was like, nah. He dipped. He came home. Shit. That was it. He left her. It was over with. He stayed at the house. We at the house every day. We chilling. And shit. Zai kept calling. Like, she wanted him back. You know, they talk.
whatever, woo. And he loved her. That's his wife. Shit. He went back home. Like they couldn't get enough of each other. It ain't Mark 5'6". Zai 6 foot. She was handling her own. Like they fight. That's just what they do.
Listen to what this dude just said.
I'm not trying to make her look bad. She Mark 5'6". Zai 6 foot. She was handling her own. Like they fight. That's just what they do. I'm not trying to. They ain't Mark 5'6". Zai 6 foot. She was handling her own. Like they fight. That's just what they do. I'm not trying to make her look bad. She Zai. You gotta know her. So shit, you know, they kept going back and forth to each other. You know, this last incident, shit, he checked the phone. He went through her phone, checked the phone. She went and met up with a nigga in Carolina. He went live. You know, they went live. They talked about some business, all this other stuff.
Man, my dogs woke up. Hold on. Give me a second. My damn dogs woke up. God damn it. No, stay. Lay down. Go lay down. Lay down, James. Lay down. It's okay. Lay down. My bad, y'all. They heard that my damn speakers was shaking the damn, speakers was shaking the damn walls when that TikTok shit popped up. My bad.
Can't jump into.
All right, I already played that. All right, my bad. Let's continue. My bad.
So Frenchman and Dior, we know that he unalived his wife, right? Well, his ex-wife made a post like, oh, she said, and she probably is her to say it, and how he was on his way back to her. He was making his way back to her. I do not like when these men pass away and these side pieces or these women they were talking to or whatever come back and post something like that.
Did y'all see there was a woman that came out saying that he was on his way to make his way to her and whoop. She was basically saying that he was coming to her that night, allegedly. There was a woman that spoke out saying that she was his girl and he was on his way to her and she trying to clout chase her way into this situation.
So Frenchman and Dior, we know that he unalived his wife, right? Well, his ex-wife made a post like, oh, she said, and she probably is her to say it, and how he was on his way back to her. He was making his way back to her. I do not like when these men pass away and these side pieces or these women they were talking to or whatever come back and post something like that or put up the text message to show the world that he was conversating, you know, with her at that time or whatever they had plans to be together. If you was a secret, stay a secret. I don't see how you was the ex-wife and she was the wife, so what, you became the side piece? So you telling me you became the side piece? I don't understand these women, baby. Keep that between you and God, because at this point it don't matter. And women could see what these men are dealing with their wives. So you telling me you wanted this man with all this voodoo, hoodoo, and root work, and you wanted him to come be with you? Like, don't you know things? Don't y'all know things could rub off on y'all? People be wanting men so bad, they don't care who they laying down with. They don't care what type of spirits are finna rub off on them. What type of bad luck they about to have. You know what I'm saying? Energy is real. Y'all know this man was dealing with something. And here she is making a post like that. Unnecessary. And I don't respect, I would never respect women that's like that. If you was a secret, stay a secret. That's unnecessary. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo. Mwah.
Say, man, y'all little side chicks be coming up and trying to get in the mix. Hold on, thug. Slow down. All right, hold on. Let me delete that one. All right, let's go.
Yeah. What's up with this Dutchess Dior and this Frenchman? And both of them being unalive. I'm gathering from some parts of the story because I'm getting bits and pieces.
Salute Naya Altman for that 5-piece. I appreciate you. We 35 away from a honey bun, and we still only got 500 likes on the video. Double tap that screen to get these likes up, y'all.
This app that it had something to do with some cheating, both from because they were married, some cheating in the marriage, STD, him going to get a reading, and he didn't like that when he went and got another one. Both of them said the same thing. Somebody was praying on his downfall, and then him getting mad because him and her lied. And by the end of the live, which the live was about 55 minutes, a whole lot of people watched. And I'm kind of blaming some of y'all for staying on that long with all that toxicity going on. That was too toxic. I can't even watch y'all debate each other on here long without saying, okay, it's time to keep scrolling. You understand what I'm saying? When the name calling come, when the threats come, I can't watch. I can't watch that. I don't like that kind of stuff right there. If you can't have a dialogue with somebody, then hey, it's just best to be quiet. And then in the beginning, they supposed been laughing and joking about what was going on, and then by the end, it turned serious. And most of the people saying it really got serious when she said something named like Udi or somebody like that. I don't know if that had something to do with one of his friends, old lady or something, and he didn't want that to get out or whatever. And he said, and he told her, he said, oh, you're gonna get unlive behind that. And so she got quiet about it. Y'all, this is a warning sign. This is a warning that y'all, when y'all see these people on these lives doing this stuff, acting like they're toward one another, you know what you need to do? You need to log off. You need to log off because it's done got too heated. And maybe if you log off and they ain't got nobody watching them display them threats towards each other, then maybe, they'll live to see another day. And I think, we need to pay attention to this. We need to be aware that, all drama ain't good drama. This why him saying these kids ain't got no mom, no dad, no more. They look like two young people.
Thank you, Paul, for the 4-piece. Salute, Paul.
Really didn't know what to do, a marriage or a relationship. And it's sad when we see stuff like this going on. We see people arguing and it's getting too heated. We need to learn how to log off. We need to learn how to say, you know what? We need to go out our ear and our eye gates. We really need to do that because a lot of time when people know they got an audience, that's when they perform. When people know they got an audience, that's when they perform. And it's looking like, the audience kind of helped with this. Yeah. The audience should have been logged off.
I agree with that. I blame all them people that sat there and watching them people crash out. Some of them people knew them personally. Some of them people could have went over there and intervened. Some people could have sent people over there to intervene. But you just sat there and watched them crash out and added to the view count, all for them to just crash out and die over some internet stuff when it all could have been avoided.
Now, quick recap on this Dutchess, Dior, and the Frenchman case. I know I put up a video about it quick yesterday when I heard it, but something just didn't sit right with me. And I don't know if it was anybody else who was looking at this the same way, but the whole time they were both on those lives, it was like, it was funny. Like, no anger. Like, they weren't mad. Like, they were the best of friends just having an argument. And I'm like, that's why everybody didn't see it coming, because I'm like, why in the world did this happen? Once I started watching the videos, something didn't add up. So I said, I'm gonna keep on looking all day to see what I can find, what's going on. So the end result, everybody was trying to say that friend of his, they might have been on the DL, but no ma'am, that wasn't the case. My clients like to talk about how messing with women, they hate guys and they do what they call pillow talking. And pillow talking is a term y'all all know they use when they're intimate with women and they tell them all their business and stuff. Some things they shouldn't tell because women will always use stuff you tell them against you. So in this case, his homeboy, I'm saying that was his homeboy, his best friend that he buried. Seems to, that I saw a text message that it looks like he might have had something to do with the unaliving of his friend. Not only that, we both know being that he was married to the Dutchess, the Dior, The Dutchess, he done told her everything. So when you notice he stopped when she started talking that name. It wasn't nothing had to do with no DL. It was the fact that she knew a lot of information, and it was allegedly that he had set this guy up to have him robbed or whatever. That's what I'm thinking. In the hood, everybody knows what goes on in the hood. You always got these people, certain people that will set people up to have something bad happen to them or whatever, to rob them. So I'm thinking she knew a lot of information about him, and she was gonna air out all his dirty laundry. She like, if you gonna talk about all this stuff about me, I'm gonna tell everybody what's really real, what's really going on. Because you gotta think about it. Both of them was cheating on each other. So why would it go that far with just them, both of them doing dirt to each other? It just didn't make sense. They were laughing and playing around and all that stuff. But when she mentioned that one person's name, he got very offended. And you notice everything just stopped. So that text message that I saw, I wish I could, I'm gonna try to find it and pin it up some kind of way. But that text message I saw, was pretty deep, and it was talking about how he had that guy set up. Not only did he have it set up to be unalive, but he actually attended the funeral. You got to be bold to attend a funeral if you're the cause of that person being unalive. Not only that, it was other people that was going to be set up after this. And I think his wife, Dutchess Dior, I think she knew a lot, and she was going to air it out. I really do. If he didn't give her what she wanted or whatever, he was going to air it out.
I agree with that too. It was just man. It wasn't nothing nobody could do to save them damn people. They couldn't even save themselves from themselves. Salute to Texas T903 for that 10-piece. I appreciate you. Salute, salute. We $19 away from a honey bun. Salute. I appreciate that. Salute, salute, salute. Let's get the support up, gang. Let's get that support up. Double tap the screen to get the likes up as well.
Let me tell you something. That Frenchman and that Dutchess Dior story live is a prime example of a love spell going bad. I don't know if y'all watched it, but I did. And in that live, he had mentioned that before he got with that girl, he always had his own motion, his own money. He was always on his feet. He didn't need nobody help, right? And when he got with her, his life started to fall apart. He lost everything, and he couldn't figure out why he couldn't get a grip on life. Now, he did mention he went and got a card reading, and the reader had told him that somebody in his white family was doing roots on him. So he went home, he told his wife was so adamant on it being her great aunt. Now, that rose an alarm in his head. Why do you keep saying it's your great aunt? Come to find out, it was the wife and her family.
Yep. And they always putting spells on each other, playing with this root work. And I keep saying, man, y'all keep playing with this shit if y'all want to, thinking shit's sweet, all right?
Now, baby, she did mention that he was doing love spells. My love, my baby, both of y'all were. You can just look and tell, okay? Because he was out there cheating, and you loved him. You wanted him to be for you, and he wasn't only for you, and you went out and did love spells for him to be stuck with you, and he was in love with you, and he probably did the same thing. That's what it was, okay? But now, here we are, back on track.
Salute Rhonda Grant for the 5-piece. Thank you, Rhonda.
Went and asked for the reversal. And in that moment when he got that reversal, the wool from over their eyes started to fall off. The mask started to fade away. And what they perceived to be love was never love. It was just a spell. Now he's seeing all the hatred he had for her. Now he's actually seeing how they put him down and how he's losing everything. And that's why his mental health started to diminish. Because what he thought was love and what he thought was okay, he started to come to a realization that it wasn't. And he started to crash. And all she was doing was adding fuel to the fire by mocking him. She was harassing him. She was provoking him. She was poking him. And in that current moment, he crashed out. The enemy entered the chat.
That's a fact. The enemy definitely entered the chat at that point, and it was up and stuck, and wasn't nothing nobody could do about it once them names got mentioned.
And people may be like, oh, well, he was cheating. Well, baby, that's what a love spell would do. Because if you're not really in love with somebody and you know you don't want to be with them, but you feel stuck and obligated to be with them because of a spell, you're going to look outside of the relationship 24/7 because you don't know why you're here. You know you don't want to be here, but for some reason you can't leave. So that is the reason why that love spell had him acting out of character like that, because it wasn't meant, but it felt forced by love. You feel me? Yep. Confirmation. I don't know where that came from, but it's confirmation. You feel me? You don't play with love, spells, magic. You don't do it because it always will backfire. And when he got that reversal, it backfired. It made her angry because what she wanted for him was no longer for him, and it was going back on her. What she wanted to do to him, it was going to reverse it, and he was going to get back in his prime, on his feet, in his bag. She wanted him broken, dependent on her. Regardless of what y'all say, this is a true definition of a love spell gone bad. This is why you don't deal with magic. You just don't.
What do y'all think about that? Do y'all play with magic? Is y'all out there doing a bunch of rituals and voodoo and hoodoo on people? Let me know in the chat. Oh no, that's not the one. I'm not ready for that one yet. My bad. This the one I just played.
And people may be like, oh, well, he was...
Yeah. My bad.
And baby, my condolences, but I'm gonna call it how I see it. The moment y'all went and did that magic, y'all opened up a whole portal for the enemy to come in and destroy your marriage, for one. And then two, you're messing around with somebody's free will. If it's not meant, it's not meant. Stop trying to keep somebody somewhere where they don't want to be, because it always will backfire tenfold. Do not play with love spells, baby. Especially if you don't know what you're doing and you're only doing it out of emotion, baby. Don't do it. Just don't.
Don't fucking do it. I know damn well I ain't playing with no damn magic spells and shit like that. Hell nah. Y'all got it. And if I find out you doing it, hell no, I'm getting the hell away from you.
I know everybody been seeing the man that unalived his wife and unalived himself afterwards. I used to work with the girl Zaria at Hyundai. So rest in peace to most people. This is sad, but personally, I do not feel like that man meant to kill that woman. And the reason why I say that is because she was found unconscious. She wasn't stabbed, she wasn't shot, or none of that. This is a known event. That was the talk of the warehouse, them fighting, they toxic relationship. She thought it was cute. And that's what people do. They think shit like that is cute until it go too far. So y'all, they been fighting. They been doing that. They been posting that shit, going live, and people was going in on her best friend. The best friend said it in the status. If y'all know Zaria like alive. In the live, what she saying? What they saying in the comments? This is unfortunate. It's sad, but this could have been prevented. That man is at the lowest point in his life, and a person is belittling somebody, antagonizing them, kicking them while they down. As an abuse survivor, if I'm afraid of my abuser, I'm not going to do that.
What do y'all ladies think about that? She's saying, as an abused victim, if you afraid of this man, that's not how you gonna be acting. What y'all think about that?
So this particular time, y'all always fight, and she said, let me put my shoes on, let me get ready. Y'all live for this. Y'all live for people telling y'all need y'all on TV show, This time, this man is at the lowest point in his life. That's it. He just so happened to knock the girl out, and she never got back up. That's why I feel like he truly did not mean to kill that girl. He didn't stab her, he didn't shoot her. They fighting like they normally do. The shit just went too far. The girl was found unconscious. Once you're unconscious for after a certain amount of minutes, I think it's like 7 to 10 minutes, that's it. And so everybody bashing the man, trying to make the man look like a bad person. He got some fucked up ways, but y'all knew that already. Like the girl said, you know everything about this man. You knew this before, but you chose to stay and embarrass him and kick him and humiliate him. And you the big dog, and you the boss, and she not no small girl. She taller than him, and she was bigger than him. So, you know what I'm saying? You trying to be a threat to a man. Men don't handle shit the way women do. Women go, somebody, they gonna click out. And as an abuse survivor, like I said, if I'm afraid of somebody that's abusing me, my life is possibly in danger. They was going in on the best friend. The best friend even said it. Y'all know Zaria like alive. Why nobody took her last status serious? If she was so afraid for her life. Nobody took that shit serious because they know people be wanting attention on the internet until it goes too far, and that's all this was. Getting my lick back went too far. Attention seeking, whether it's negative or positive, the shit just went too far. That's it. And that's why I say people be doing shit, they don't know what they be doing. Just like if you go down my page, 5 months ago, and I said I love when bitches think they can bully me at work. That shit don't never go how they think it's gonna go. And then that's when I dropped my song. Y'all do the math to put 2 and 2 together. People be doing shit,
Is she trying to say
Trying
that?
to bully shit, trying to provoke.
Is she trying to say that she was trying to bully her? Because she did say at the beginning of this that she worked with her. And so was she trying to say she made a diss track to Zaria because Zaria was trying to bully her at work?
So this particular time, you know, y'all always fight, and she said, let me put my shoes on, let me get ready. You know, y'all.
And she's saying they found her unconscious. So he did not shoot her or stab her. Allegedly, it happened in the fight. They were fighting, and it just was a normal fight. Like everybody said, this was just a normal thing. They were fighting, and it just went too far, allegedly.
Y'all live for this. Y'all live for people telling y'all need y'all on TV show, da-da-da-da. This time, this man is at the lowest point of his life. That's it. He just so happened to knock the girl out, and she never got back up. That's why I feel like he truly did not mean to kill that girl. He didn't stab her. He didn't shoot her. They fighting like they normally do. The shit just went too far. The girl was found unconscious. Once you're unconscious for after a certain amount of minutes, I don't know, I think it's like 7 to 10 minutes. That's it. And so everybody bashing the man, trying to make the man look like a bad person. He got some fucked up ways, but y'all knew that already. Like the girl said, you know everything about this man. You knew this before, but you chose to stay and embarrass him and kick him and humiliate him. And you the big dog and you the boss, and you know, and she not no small girl. She taller than him and she was bigger than him. So, you know what I'm saying? You trying to be a threat to a man. Men don't handle shit the way women do. Women go somebody, they gonna click out. And as an abuse survivor, like I said, if I'm afraid of somebody that's abusing me, my life is possibly in danger. They was going in on the best friend. The best friend even said it. Y'all know Zaria like a lie. Why nobody took her last status serious? If she was so afraid for her life. Nobody took that shit serious because they know people be wanting attention on the internet until it goes too far, and that's all this was. Getting my lick back went too far. Attention seeking, whether it's negative or positive, the shit just went too far. That's it. And that's why I say people be doing shit, they don't know what they be doing. Just like if you go down my page, 5 months ago, and I said I love when bitches think they can bully me at work. That shit don't never go how they think it's gonna go. And then that's when I dropped my song. Y'all do the math to put 2 and 2 together.
She definitely is saying that was Zaria. She's definitely saying, she just said in the beginning that I used to work with her at Hyundai, and now she's saying, do the math on 5 months ago. I was just saying, thinking people think they could bully me at work, and it don't go how they think. She's saying that Zaria was trying to bully her at work.
Months ago, and I said I love when bitches think they can bully me at work. That shit don't never go how they think it's gonna go. And then that's when I dropped my song. Y'all do the math to put 2 and 2 together. People be doing shit, trying to bully shit, trying to provoke shit, trying to antagonize shit, and then y'all like to play the victim when shit happens. I got empathy for them kids, and that's it, because this could have been prevented. I am so sorry this happened. Rest in peace, but you know what I'm saying? We gotta be real. We gotta be real about shit. And stop always, oh, nobody life deserved it. We know that. We know that. That's why you're supposed to carry yourself a certain way to make sure that you make it to live another day. To make sure that your kids got you another day the way that you said that they needed you. You know what I'm saying? People be looking for shit, and sometimes they get exactly what they're looking for.
She's definitely talking about Zaria. That's why she's saying she don't feel sorry for her, because she worked with her and she knows how she was doing her at work. So she knows she likes to provoke and antagonize. She's basically not trying to shit on Zaria in her death. So she just letting us know in a subliminal way, like, I dropped a song about this chick. The girl was definitely antagonizing that man. That's what she wanted to say. She just didn't say it.
This is the last video I will make about the situation. More people seeing part 2 than they seeing part 1. So everybody think I'm defending the Frenchman. They think I am justifying a murder, which I'm not. I have critical thinking abilities to see all sides of a situation. On top of that, I'm a spiritual seer and a psychologist. I study human behavior. All I am pointing out and highlighting is the cause and effect of situations that we choose in life, and how fast shit can change in the blink of an eye. We already knew the nature of the man. We knew he was a woman beater. We knew he was an abuser. We knew he was violent. We knew he was emotional. We knew all of this bad shit about him. It was bad when he did it the first time. It was bad when he did it the second time. It was bad when he did it the third time. It was bad when he did it the fourth time. It was bad when he did it the fifth time. It was always bad. And now here we are. So when I said I don't think that he meant to unalive her, what I'm saying is that, that these people already admitted to voodoo and love spells, witchcraft, all in the mix of this. So yes, that's what he's saying out his mouth. That's what them demons saying. Yes, that's what they're saying. But the man that she was married to and had a child by, I don't think that he meant to unalive her. This was a repeated occurrence for them. Like this was nothing new. That's why I said what I said. I don't think that he merely just watched spiritual warfare, love spells, and witchcraft play out in real time. That's it. If you did not watch all 3 of those lives yourself, if you don't know the people and if you don't know the story of what's going on, your comments are not valid. We are speaking on real life. Y'all getting y'all feelings because somebody is not here anymore. I watched my grandmother take her last breath in front of me. So how y'all feel about that type of stuff? I don't feel that way about that type of stuff. I'm not gonna get all in my feelings and come over here playing no woe is me call about a situation that could have been prevented. I don't ask kids that really need help out here. For people that are really struggling. Y'all make a mockery out of mental health until mental health is in the room with us, and then it's, oh my God. Stop always thinking shit is a game, bro. All that, pick me. Pick by who? I've been chose my whole life. Pick by who? This is just some real life shit that people don't be wanting to talk about.
What do y'all think about that? What do you think about her message to these people? What you think about her message? She talking some shit. She say she know old girl too, and I still get the vibe that she most definitely was shooting slugs at her. That's just my assumption. I think that she was definitely shooting slugs at that girl and basically saying that she worked with her. And I just don't think she was going to shit on her and let everybody know what she, you know what I'm saying? She was being real subliminal. She was using key words to let me know she most definitely was alluding to some shit. I caught what she was saying. Y'all might not have caught it, but I definitely caught it. But salute to her. Sound like she know, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about this situation. Let's continue.
What's up, TikTok? It's All Things Spiritual. As you know, I speak of all things spiritual. So this video is going to be about this couple that I've seen on Facebook. At this point, they're viral. They're on Instagram. They're all over TikTok due to a tragedy. So the husband ended up killing his wife, and then he killed himself. His Facebook Live is going all around everywhere on many different platforms and social sites. So the thing is, I just want to touch base on something that I noticed. So they were on live and they were basically exposing each other for they were basically exposing each other for the infidelities on both ends that, you know, they both commit in the relationship. They were exposing each other, you know, for different sicknesses that they contracted from each other, herpes, things of that nature. So basically, they were airing out their relationship business via Facebook Live. And in the video, you can tell that both of them were hurt. The man was hurt, the woman was hurt. And I seen it as that was their way of venting. You know, the guy, he was trying to vent and probably shouldn't have did all of that on live, exposing their relationship business. But the woman wasn't making it no better. The energy that I was picking up from her was very childish and immature. She was antagonizing him while he was trying to speak to his live and things of that nature. What I would have done as a woman, I would have just let him go live. I would have let him spit it out, say everything he has to say. And if I felt, you know, if my pride and my ego did get in the way and I felt like I needed to be heard, I would have just went live on my own Facebook platform. Nevertheless, my condolence to both of them. That's not my point of this video. So on a spiritual side, what I noticed in their live, in their household, you know, from watching the Facebook Live, the whole house was filled with toxic energy. The whole house was filled with bad spirits. Like, I could see that as soon as I clicked on that live and started watching the live. And then what blew my mind is when they both went to accusing each other of doing root work. He said that she put a love spell on him and she went to her godmother and I guess put bad luck on him. He ended up losing things. He ended up going broke and, just going through it. She said that he plays with witchcraft as well. He put a love spell on her, things of that nature. And I'm like, wow, because I could see, from just reading the live, I could see that it was definitely spiritual warfare going on. My point is, now I see all over TikTok, people are making videos saying, oh, don't do root work. That's why you're not supposed to be doing root work. And love magic always ends in death and things of that nature. So I'm making this video to state my opinion. I do not feel like love magic causes death, anger, or resentment. I honestly just feel like don't do root work, love magic, domination magic, whatever it is. Don't do it if you know that you're going to be unfaithful or if you know that you're going to betray your partner, because that's where the anger, that's where the resentment comes from once you cross the line. And it's just literally common sense and it's just obvious. You have to do everything with a good intention, and that's magic or just normal everyday living. Have good intentions behind what you do. Have pure intentions behind what you do. You get what I'm saying? Don't use magic to literally manipulate and be unrighteous. You know you're unrighteous. You know you're doing unrighteous, untrustworthy things, and then you want to use magic. It's like power tripping, and people have to understand magic is not for that. Magic is not for you to be invincible while you do evil. You get what I'm saying? Or while you be a wicked person or just a nasty person, and then you feel like, oh yeah, I can do this magic to get me through. That's not what magic is for. And that's why we have to have respect for the ancestors and we have to have respect for spirit. Stop using spirit. Stop using spirit. Like, period. Stop using spirits. They are not toys. They are not pets. These are forceful beings. Stop using spirits because that's when things go wrong. Stop trying to take advantage of a spirit. Stop trying to use a spirit. Stop trying to manipulate a spirit. Stop doing that. You are not above the program. That's what people have to understand. So my video was basically to speak on that, like the spiritual part of everything, because I don't agree that, doing magic ends in death. Come on, y'all. Be for real. I feel like that's total ignorance.
Do we got anybody in the crowd who does use magic? Do we have anybody in here who actually does dabble in any type of magic? Raise your hand if you do.
Know what you're talking about and know what you're doing. Their down was cheating on each other, wanting to get lick backs, being immature, and then going to the root workers to try to trap and bind each other. And, that's where you went wrong at. Your hearts weren't pure to begin with. Why bind up somebody that you're cheating on? You get what I'm saying? So, everybody, stay safe, stay righteous, stay pure-hearted, Don't force nothing. If you know the person is not for you, if the person caused you pain, if you know you're not healed, don't go do a love spell on them. Don't go do a domination spell on them. Healing starts within. Everything starts with you. Get you together, get you in order, get you intact. Work from the inside out. And that's the best advice that I can give. Very unfortunate situation for both of them. No, she didn't deserve to die. He probably didn't deserve to die either. But again, we're from the outside looking in, and from what I observed, this is my opinion. What do you guys think? Comment below if you're familiar with magic, root work, love spells, whatever you want to call it, spirituality. You know, if you experienced that, or if you know a similar situation that was as unfortunate as this situation between this couple.
Man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Stay away from that damn magic shit, y'all. Stay away from the damn magic. Talking about, stay away. Y'all don't even know what the hell y'all be doing. You just be doing shit.
Hold on, I ain't done yet. Now, did y'all see the man's face when she brought up Obi, whoever the dude may be? And let me just say this. I blame all you women that joined the live. Because if you go back and look at the live and read the comments that the women were making in the live, they were provoking the shit. Y'all see the girl was laughing and smiling and playing, and this man over here is not playing. Women in the comment were saying, LOL, girl, tell your story. Let her tell her story. LOL. Go ahead, girl, go ahead. We waiting on to hear it. What happened? Come on, girl, tell her what happened, LOL. So basically what y'all telling me is that the Frenchman unalived Obi, and the girl knew about it the whole time. And she was finna expose to the world that the Frenchman guy unalived Obi, whoever damn name is. My thing is this. If you with a man that unalive somebody, what make you think he won't unalive you? And he told you that he gonna unalive you. But you still on live, laughing, giggling at the comments, giggling at bitter women that's in the comments telling you to expose the man's business. So now he took your life, and not only that, he took his life, all because you took life for granted. You sleep with this man every single night, so you know what this man capable of. The man say he whooped your ass for 3 hours. For 3 hours. He whooped you for 3 hours. How you return back home and still be happy with this man, or pretend to be happy? 5 minutes of fighting is a long goddamn time. 30 seconds of fighting, get in a street fight for 30 seconds. I promise you, that shit lasts long. So if he whooped you for 3 hours, that means he whooped you, took a break, whooped you again, took another break, took a nap, got up and whooped you again. But then y'all get on social media and expect folks to feel sorry. Man, how you expect me to feel sorry if you don't even feel sorry for yourself? You let other women provoke you that don't even know you. Now the same women that provoked you, they at home chilling. A real woman would have joined your live and comment on your live. Girl, get off live. This ain't work. Just get off live. Be quiet. Go home. Go to your friend's house. Just leave, girl. Be quiet. But no, y'all women were telling her, man, F that nigga. You expose him. Blah, blah. Now look what happened. Both of them gone. But y'all get mad at me on this app because I said what I said. And instead of y'all listen to what I said, y'all want, oh, they ain't had HIV, they had herpes. It's the same damn thing. If you can't get rid of it, nigga, what is it? Y'all, HIV is in your blood, you can die. Herpes just break out. So you can't get rid of it.
He said, look, man, fuck what I said, man. Look, they both fucked up. You can't get rid of herpes or the whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop or the little honeymoon in Vegas. Can't get rid of it. It is what the fuck it is. Let's continue.
So I wanted to give a quick update to this story. A lot of people are talking about the lady that was murdered on live by her husband.
And everybody double tap that screen. If you in the building, we should have at least 800 likes on this. All you got to do is just hit your screen twice. Double tap that screen, man. Let's get these likes up.
Then he drove her car away and killed himself. They had a child together. They were married. It's coming out that she was, I guess, the correctional officer that worked with him or that oversaw.
Thank you, Leash, for the 20-piece salute. I appreciate you, Leash. Salute, salute, salute.
I guess his correction or whatever they do. But other stories are coming out now saying that they put root work on each other. They put root work on each other. And you know what's so interesting about that? In the video response that I did, I talked about how you have to have God and Jesus in your life. You have to. You can live this life without God and Jesus, but it's a very, you don't have angels encamped around about you. You understand? That's not available to you because the Bible says, "Forget not God and forget not all His benefits." Forget not all of God's benefits. Don't forget His benefits. There's benefits to serving God. Okay, but that's not where I'm going here. What I want to say is that I'm not surprised that they were putting root work on each other. And a quick story time: I had a girlfriend many years ago when I was in my 20s, and back then we were like partying and clubbing and stuff like that. And I remember she had a weird jealousy over me. I never understood why. I thought that she was beautiful. She had a beautiful body, but she had a weird jealousy over me. And I was still her friend, you know, like we would take pictures and stuff together and I would look so pretty. I'm like, oh, send me the picture. She would never send me the picture. Very, very strange behavior. But after, you know, I got saved, I gave my life back to the Lord because I was backsliding at the time. She was like, hey, I wanted to reach out to you and talk to you about some spiritual things. And I was like, okay. So she reached out to me and she had been dabbling in witchcraft and astral projection. So she was astral projecting herself to this guy, to his bed, to his life. Like,
now I'm gonna replay some of that, and I want to give some analysis on this. Be really careful who you sleep with, because do you people not realize? I know a lot of people in the chat probably wouldn't admit it, but the fact that people doing some sort of magic is more normal than it's not normal. It's way more normal than it's not normal. There's more people that are dabbling in things that you don't know about. They probably would take it to the grave or never speak on it. But there are people who are out there dabbling into stuff and they would never explain it to you. So you don't know what energy people got, and because you don't know what people do behind closed doors. And you probably never been to their crib to see. They probably got a big ass altar dedicated to some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know who is doing what. So you kind of got to be real careful with who you are matching energy with, because you just never know what motherfuckers got going on behind closed doors. Let's continue.
The Lord, because I was backsliding at the time, she was like, hey, I wanted to reach out to you and talk to you about some spiritual things. And I was like, okay. So she reached out to me and she had been dabbling in witchcraft and astral projection. So she was astral projecting herself to this guy, to his bed, to his life. Like, she would not leave his life, and at one point she couldn't control it anymore. So she was like, now I'm everywhere he is. Like, if he's driving in the car, I'm sitting in the car with him, and I don't know how to control it. And at that time I was like, I don't know what to tell you. The only reference book that I could think of was He Came to Set the Captives Free by Rebecca Brown MD. If you've been deep in the Lord for a long time, everybody done read that book. It's an amazing book. But she was telling me that she had no control over it. And what I'm saying is, this is the point of what I'm saying. People are involved in root work, in witchcraft, more than you think. This isn't some, girl, they over there doing that. No, it's glamorized. It's glamorized in these movies that they put out, just like the movie Sinners. I never watched it, but I was told that that's what they did in there, because especially in the Black community, they love to glamorize that, like, girl, you can do this and do that. That is not of God. That is not of God, and God is not pleased with that behavior. And y'all think y'all being cute by doing that. And the reason why that man ended up taking her life is because the devil was all up in that relationship. You hear me? King Jesus was nowhere to be found. That's why you can't have people close to you that do not know God. You can assist people on their walking and their journey. You can try to help them get to God as much as you can, but they got to be drawn by the Holy Spirit, and they got to want to know God. They got to believe that he is before they can seek him, and he's a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. So I just wanted to touch on that. I'm not surprised that they were doing root work on each other and all of that. People think that junk is cute until Satan comes back for his payment. He will come back for his payment because now you owe him. It's like you owe him your life. See, you took a gift from Satan. See, the Bible says that the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. They're not going to add any sorrow to you. If you do what Satan gives, if you take Satan's gifts, you owe him your life. That's what you owe him. And ain't no man and no woman, no husband, no wife, no children worth Satan's gifts. No amount of money, none of that is worth his gifts. So I just want to touch on that because I'm not surprised that they were doing witchcraft because God was nowhere in that relationship. Nowhere in their relationship. And when you think about it, when you think about parents that are doing witchcraft and doing wickedly and they die so tragically, and it's like, oh, the child is being raised with no parents. This is going to sound a little, y'all going to have to bear with me. You get mad, say what you want in the comments. But what if that child goes to a Christian household? Where if he goes to a household where they're not practicing that? You got to think about what the child was just saved out of. That child could have been a victim of that too. He could have took the baby's life. So you get what I'm saying? We have to think about the bigger picture here. What was really going on? Because whatever was going on in the spiritual manifested in the natural. And that's why they're gone. God rest her soul. I hate that for her.
Facts. She didn't do nothing but speak real life facts. You gotta tell her she was speaking real life facts. A lot of this shit was going on because a lot of people don't want to hear about God. They don't want to. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to speak about Jesus. They don't bring them into their life, their relationship. They nothing. They don't speak on them. They don't speak the name, and they definitely ain't playing his game. They playing in the devil's playground, and you keep, like I said, you keep dibbling, dabbling and stuff. You ain't got no business doing, and you don't know nothing about. That shit can come back to haunt you and hurt you. So be real careful with what you out here doing, man. Spirits are real, and that magic is real. It definitely is real. People will put root work on you if you're not of the Lord, and if you don't believe, you can be affected by things that people got on you. He probably was attached to that girl, soul ties. He didn't went and did what he did. She didn't went and did what she did. They couldn't get away from each other, and the only way Satan said you can make it out of here is by death. They were marked by the curse of death. These two were marked by the curse of death, and it was all over their relationship. And they never seeked God, and they never seeked the right guidance. They were trapped in that relationship, and there was only one way out. And the devil had his hands on them, boy. He had his hands all over them. Let's just keep it a big book. They were too far. They were way too far because they were dibbling and dabbling in things that they had no idea what they were doing. And they didn't realize how real that was. He told me, I went to go get it reversed. I don't know who told you to go do that shit. That you just really fucked up, and you're going to get all these readings and have people you don't know what spirits you're inviting inside of you. And if you're not strong enough on the outside, what do you think they're gonna do to you on the inside? If you're not strong enough on the outside, yeah, you damn sure weak on the inside, and they got you, boy.
She'll talk and I beat her ass. This is why I'm trying to get you. I'm finna get to the whole nitty gritty. She don't want me to tell the story. That's why she don't want me to. Beat my ass when I was pregnant. I hadn't even talked to her. This the type of bitch that get beat. Long story short. So this is a nigga, like I said, I used to grow with. This is a nigga used to call me, hey, big bro, I got this going on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shit, bro, I'm on whatever you want. Long story short, the nigga was. You tried his beat. Say something. You tried his beat. Say something else in my life. Bitch, sit back and listen. Sit back and listen. So, he lied though. If I get off the line, you ain't gonna make it out the door. And I'm gonna do it to you. So the best thing for you to do is shut the fuck up and listen to the lie. I'm telling the story, bitch. You lying. The fuck? But you're lying. I ain't lying about shit. You don't. She don't want me to tell it because she knows she's lying. Oh my bitch, you lying. You come back in the bed. Okay, bitch, let me tell the story, bitch. Oh my bitch,
This is just bad.
Why are y'all so slow? When a man tells you he's fit to do something, unalive you, take his word, because y'all gonna end up just like her. Mind you, she is slow. Y'all think she not listening how she talks. She sounds slow, she is slow. He did stuff during her pregnancy. He already put his hands on her before, and she just laughing through the whole. I don't care if it's sobriety issues. Y'all just gotta do better. Single mom, on top of that, stop making us look bad. You got somebody who fresh out of prison. The bar is really set that low. And then he online, this was right before, he cut his live off. He told her, you might want to go back over there before I do this to you. And she over there like, why you do that? Like, oh my God, like, don't that sound slow? And y'all get mad like, oh, only he's the one that go back over there before I do this to you. The bar is really set that low. And then he online, this was right before, he cut his live off. He told her, you might want to go back over there before I do this to you. And she over there like, why you do that? Like, oh my God, like, don't that sound slow? And y'all get mad like, oh, only he's the one that fought. No, it's y'all. Y'all get with these men from prison. If you don't know, now you know. They in prison for a reason. They're not well. They're crazy. They're already crazy. Most of them don't even take care of their own kids, but y'all want to marry them. And then y'all proud to be married to them like it's okay. Y'all insane just like them. Crazy meets crazier. And when they leave prison, they have diseases too. He had what? HIV. Because he was messing with this guy named Odie. That was one of his cellmates. Okay? You know what they do up in prison. So when they come out,
She is telling the wrong damn story. He was doing good, lady. That's not how it go. He didn't contact that from Odie. Or I don't even believe he contacted that. I do believe they had the herp. I do believe they had the bumpy bumps.
diseases, you already know what they into. But he did give her HIV and herpes, and she stayed. She stayed after he put his hands on her. She loved being married to him. Y'all really like this drama. Y'all make us all look bad as single mom. Y'all make us look dumb, desperate, uneducated. Like, she is, something is wrong with her. She was born like that. Like, she is remedial. And on top of all that, she put a man over her own kids. Okay? Her own morals, her common sense, everything went out the window.
Is TikTok just the spot where every chick just put a moo and a bonnet on? I mean, it's like they don't feel comfortable doing this on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's like, but when they get on TikTok, boy, they don't give a damn what they got on. They don't be matching. They just be at home with flip flops, a moo and a bonnet, and just go live in any part of their house. They be in the bathroom or taking a dump. They gonna be, look. Let me do this TikTok real quick.
I don't care if he is good in bed. Y'all gotta wake up, or you're gonna end up like her, unalive. These men, they don't like y'all. They pump you full of babies to slow you down. Then they turn around and talk about you, and they made the broken home that you're living in. For people to think that she was a victim, them kids are. You got anybody like that around your kids, you don't care about your kids. Okay? If he put his hands on you, he's gonna put his hands on his kids. And he's gonna be touching on them too. She stayed through all that mess, and now her kids are growing up without their mother. Stop making us look bad.
Somebody said cooking with herpes is nasty work. What the hell was they supposed to do? Not cook? Like, said herpes gotta stop you from cooking? They gotta eat, cat?
As single moms, as women, as black women, the stereotype continues because of y'all. Y'all are slow, not sober, mentally ill, trusting strange men, crazy men at that, from prison. And then giggling like, no, he not y'all, he just like, he just gonna be like.
I want to know how you look without that damn bonnet. I'm gonna be real. The more I seen that there wasn't nothing floating in the back of that bonnet, you might as well put a damn skull cap on. You know what I'm saying? You might as well put a do-rag on. Go on and put your do-rag on and call it a night, mama. Put a do-rag on and call it a night, mama. All right, my bad, lady. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Okay. Again, so she's telling him. She telling him, oh.
You keep telling everybody trying to bounce like, oh, he did some fucked up shit to you, and you did to him.
I'll be back, y'all. You keep running your mouth and beat your ass, y'all.
You did.
Keep running your mouth. I told you to sit back in the damn office.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
They put my shoes up. He can try to whip my ass up this one.
Look at how he looking at her, bro. Look at how he looking at her, man. That man was standing on business. He was not. Yeah, he like, yeah, go ahead and put them on, because you're going to need them.
Back in the damn office.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
They put my shoes up. He can try to whip my ass up this one.
Look how he looking. He looking at it like, yeah, put them motherfuckers on. Look how he looked up. He looked like, girl, I'm about to do it to you. I'm about to do it. They said the fact that she thought it was funny, he looking like I got your ass. They said she was smiling too much. I thought it was permanent till it got serious. He gave her so many warnings. She didn't read the room. She think it's funny. They said, how was he coming back to the ex when he was about to go to prison? Shaking my head, another clout chaser. Man. Yeah, that dude was, he definitely, it was over. At this point, it was over. He was about to crash out. This dude was about to crash out. It wasn't nothing that nobody could do about it. This dude was finna crash out, man.
Hello, let me go. They put my shoes on.
Look how he looking at her, though.
They put my shoes up. He can try to
Look how he looking at her. He's sizing her the fuck up. Look at that. Look how he looking. That's a crazy ass man right there. Like that dude. If you girl, you knew that man was crazy. Anybody looked like that? Oh, he crazy. They said that's a ready to fight face. They said like the other lady said, she thought it was cute. She did. She thought this shit. Let me put my shoes on. Let me put my shoes on. She thought that shit was cute. She thought it was cute. She liked this type of shit. She wanted every bit of this. Like she was one of them women who, in her mind, him putting his hands on her showed how much he loved her to her. Because she wanted them love spells. She wanted this with them love spells. He was already whooping her before the love spells. So you put a love spell on a crazy ass dude. What do you think? How do you think this ends? This is not going to end in peaches and ice cream. It's not going to be cupcakes and rainbows. There is no light at the end of this tunnel. This is a wrap. Like, baby, you put magic on a crazy ass dude who already had the devil in him. He went back and struck you with the magic and thought he can go back and get another reading and get it reversed. Y'all was doing all type of shit wrong. Y'all had all type of demons floating around in y'all house. And just look how crazy he looking right now.
Hello?
Look how he looking.
Shit, now you love sneaker things. So y'all, for one, let me clear the story because he told a lie from the beginning. Starting with the squeeze situation, that was a lie. Let me get there, they gotta call me. They said let me get on the live. So yeah, he told a lie starting with the squeeze situation. He tried.
Y'all gotta remember, she was a corrections officer, okay, where he was in prison. Allegedly, she found a way to, mingle with him and one of his little cell bathrooms or whatever the case was, and her fellow guards will be blocking situations so nobody can see. Y'all already know sometimes CEOs, the females, they do mess around with the inmates. That's why she knew he was on mental health just because you're going to know those things if you work in the prison. But besides the point, he told her that he's going to do her in, he's going to beat her up, do all this stuff, and she didn't leave. She said it wasn't his first time doing it. He likes to sneak her a whole bunch of stuff. So she enjoyed that. The only ones that are victims are the children. They had two damn mentally ill parents that caused chaos in that home. Mind you, he took his own life after he unalived her. So that should tell you where his mental status is at anyway. He was already thinking of doing that. He just wanted to take her out too. And the problem is this. Y'all make us look bad. She was a single mom when she met him. She decided to marry somebody out of prison that she was meeting with. Oh, wow, he in prison, girl. He look good. Probably good in bed. Let me get with him. And she makes us look bad because that's not how we act. That's how they act. Okay? Not sober, dim, desperate, and uneducated. And then they get with the lowest of the low, the most craziest people in the world, which are in prison. She knew
Facts. You dating these y'all gotta stop dating these niggas in prison, ladies. You gotta stop that.
all his business. That guy he was messing with, OD, she knew who he was. They were all in the same cell. And she still got with him. All the red flags that you get to see his chart, what he was in prison for. His mental health. Like, you could see those things as a CEO. And you still chose to marry him. But she's still a victim. He told her that he was going to unalive her, and she still stayed. She was laughing like, girl, y'all, you know, my homegirl here. Pure slow. Just straight remedial, because for you to have no common sense, no way of thinking, y'all make us look dumb as single moms. Y'all get with these men. She was a single mom. Come on. She got with him, got pregnant by him, and just said, this is going to be my man. He not going to be crazy and stuff. I don't feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for those kids. They were both nutty, had kids. I hate to see dumb women make us look bad. Not leveling up, but continuing to level down. Continuing to get with these bastard men that don't like women. They don't. If they're not pumping you up with diseases, with babies, and then they're causing havoc, putting their hands on you, and all you want to do because you don't have no self-esteem is stay and laugh about it. And then brag about the bastard. Like,
what y'all think about that, man? Obviously, these motherfuckers just... This was some toxic love, and I don't know who the fuck think anything like this is cute. I don't think this is cute at all. I don't find this kind of behavior entertaining. You get to a point where you just get too old for drama. Or maybe I'm the only person in the room. Do you ever just feel like, damn, I'm way too old to be dealing with this shit. I am way too goddamn old to be dealing with anything toxic. I am not finna argue. I'm not finna scream. I'm not finna yell. I'm not finna be mad. I just don't want to be angry at nothing in life. It's just like, bro, we are this far in life. And this is the math that I like to use. The typical lifespan of a human being in this generation, y'all, we've talked about this before. Do you know the number? What is the life expectancy for a human being in this generation? If you could round up a number, what do you think that number is? What do y'all think that number is? Off the top of my head, I believe I know the number off the top of my head. I believe it's 78, if I ain't mistaken. I believe it's 78. Y'all could research it for me. I believe the life expectancy for a human being in this generation is around 76 to 78. I believe it's somewhere in that ballpark. I could be wrong. I think I'm right though. It's 76 or 78. It's one of those two numbers. Okay, it don't matter. We could even bump it up to 80. We could just bump it up to 80, even if, matter of fact, let me do this real quick. Life expectancy. Let me see. 73. And they said 78. No, it's 78. It says globally it is around 73 years. In the United States, the average life expectancy is 78. So in the United States, globally is 73. The United States is 78. 75 for females. Hold on. It says with males 75 and females 81. My bad. So in the United States, it's 78 years, with males being at 75 years and females being at 81 years. So females are bound to live around 81 years in the United States in this generation that we're living in, and males about 75. So you telling me at the age of 35, 40 years old, you got enough time to be that mad in your day, and you got enough time to be having that much toxic drama in your day? Like, you already lived over half your life if we're going by, or you right around the halfway mark if we're going by what's in the United States or what's global, if we're going off that. But chances are we don't know if you're going to live to be 50, 60, 70. We don't know when you're going to be up out of it. We just going off of life expectancy. So it comes a time out for all the damn drama. At a certain point, it's like, fam, I'm too old for this. I can't do this. I got to walk away from anything toxic. Let's continue though, gang. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks like that though. I just feel like you already done lived half or over half or just about half a life, and you're gonna spend the bottom half of that life after you already spent the top of it all on bullshit. You're gonna spend the bottom half of your life all on bullshit? Nah, hell nah.
Spells, psychic mediums, it all leads to one road, and that's death. The Bible says the wages of sin is death. If you guys have been following the story of a young couple that was married, and the young lady goes by Dutchess Dior. I guess they were streamers or some form of online presence. She was married to this guy named the Frenchman on Facebook. He went on live and they were having a spat back and forth. Allegedly, they both was cheating on each other. That's the picture that I caught. They both was cheating on each other. In fact, the wife ended up catching herpes, and the doctor gave her some medication. She didn't want to give it to the husband. It was a whole big hoorah of you slept with it. Y'all know how y'all couples do. In fact, on the live, he stated how he would be putting hands on her and was kind of threatening her while he was on the live. Meanwhile, all of this going on, she had mentioned a name of one of his friends whom allegedly he had a hand in unaliving him. Somehow he put a hit out on him. I don't know the whole story, backstory of that, but somehow when she said the name, it erupted and he got massively angry to the point where he unalived her. In pursuit, he left with her car. The police found him. They was in pursuit. He ended up unaliving himself. They both gone. However, within the argument, he talks about how he went to 2 different psychic mediums. And she even said it out of her mouth. And they were talking about how each of them was putting love spells on each other. So he talked about how he went to see these 2 psychic mediums, and both of them said, yeah, somebody put some root work on you, and that's why you can't make money. This is why your life is stifled, all this other stuff. And it was somebody from the wife's family who did it. Within this live, they both was going back and forth. In the live, they was putting in the chat, let's hear from your wife. She got to talking, and even in the background, she screams out, I'm not the only one playing with witchcraft. So there were so many thoughts in my mind as she was saying, I'm not the only one playing with witchcraft. So you know it was witchcraft. So you know you playing with witchcraft. You called it witchcraft. I play with God, I don't play with God, I don't play with him. So then once he finds out that this root work was on him, and he was mad because he felt like he lost his job and stuff because they was fighting back and forth. That was a whole nother fiasco in itself. So he was mad because he couldn't find a job. He had lost his job because of her playing with her. Now somebody from her family then put root work on him, so he just hot all the way together. So he tries to go get it reversed, okay? You're not reversing it. You're getting more witchcraft put on you, and you're receiving every spirit that these people is giving you, and you are receiving it in every time you're coming to agreement with whatever they want to say, whatever they want to do in your life. When you go to these psychic mediums, you are coming in agreement with Satan, period. The biggest thing people don't realize with these love spells is they are invoking. When you are going to get love spells put on another person, you are invoking a spirit within you. It's not invoking so much a spirit against them, that you're invoking the spirit. You're receiving a specific spirit inside of you to cancel out all this negative stuff about the person, so you will receive, you won't see nothing that the person is doing bad. That's all you doing is invoking a demon inside of you that is going to literally love them to death, period, in real life. That's why most times you see these stories, they end up, the person is angry, violent. It invokes a certain demonic spirit that is angry, violent, and it's actually deceit. Instead of you invoking love, and I've heard women talk about, Even on this app, I can put a love spell. That is nothing but deceit. It's lies and deceit. You are actually operating in lies and deceit and manipulation. In actuality, it's not you, it's the spirit that is operating in you. When you go do a love spell, you don't even know that the spirit is invoking inside of you. That ain't no longer you operating. It is a spirit. This is the biggest thing people don't know. And I heard this in my sleep. The Lord woke me up with this. The biggest thing people don't understand is that when you come into agreement with sin, you're not only coming into agreement with one spirit, they are bringing multiple spirits with them. So when you see these people, like this situation that happened, the Bible says the wages of sin is death, because there are multiple demons that is connected to one. You can go and get a love spell, and now you got the spirit of anger, the spirit of violence, the spirit of manipulation. All of them are working together. They're in agreement. But you're not invoking one spirit, but you're invoking multiple. People can say what they want to say. This situation was definitely spiritual. The whole entire thing was spiritual. And that's why the way it ended is because they both was playing with witchcraft, love spells. They both was doing it. And because of that, they both allow those demonic spirits to both operate in both of them. And I'm sorry for the family's loss. I hate that the children, I think there was a child involved. She had just had a baby. And now you have to pray that that child is not connected to any of that witchcraft. Now that child needs to be prayed over, fasted over, because there's something called generational curses that follow because of the agreement that the parents have made. At the end of the day, it's all bad. Witchcraft, going to psychic mediums, and then y'all listening to manipulators and liars who speaks to demons. That's all it is. I don't care what nobody want to think and say. Liars, manipulators, that's all it is. Manipulating your life, you're receiving into that, and you are literally listening to what demons say about your life. That's all it is. I'm praying for that family who have it's a great loss on both ends, literally. I feel so, I wish, and these are moments where we say, you know, is the church doing our job? Are we reaching people like we should? Because that, it really saddens my heart to see something like this happen. But y'all quit messing with that stuff. Quit messing and finagling with witchcraft, and know you mess with witchcraft. That's something.
Do y'all agree with her? Do y'all agree with her about people that are playing and dibbling and dabbling into these things and don't know what the hell is going on? Look, I just say, before you go to a person who don't know you and put some stuff on you and give you whatever, why not just pray about it? I mean, when did praying just become abnormal? When did it become more normal to go see a psychic medium versus talking to your Lord and Savior? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. These are dark times that we living in. These are dark times. People don't call on to the Lord. They call on to demons before they call on to the Lord. And hey, everybody, if you agreeing with me, double tap this screen. Double tap this screen if you agreeing with me. We should be at 800 likes. I guess we loose on these likes tonight. Double tap that screen to get these likes up, man. Let's get it to 800 likes. Let's go. They said God's coming back. Facts. Facts, he is. They said you don't even know what the person putting on you. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people don't even have knowledge of what dark magic. There's a such thing as dark magic, white magic, and gray magic. White magic is supposed to be like the good magic. It's supposed to be no harm intended to it. Dark magic is supposed to be something that can cause harm in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Gray is, it's kind of hard to tell what gray is, because gray can be, you didn't mean for it to go bad, but you didn't do it right. You intended good and it ended up bad. It could be you intended bad, but it ended up good, and you didn't like. It's certain things that go on with magic. Look, my thing is just don't fuck with it. Just don't fuck with it. I have studied all of these things. I've studied every aspect of life, bro. When it comes to anything that's going on, I've did my research on it, so I know how the shit goes. I would never fuck with it. It's just, man, look, I'm cool on it. I'm not a magical motherfucker. I'm be real. I'm not a magical ass dude. But yeah, if you are messing with it, hey, I like to say, stay protected and know what the hell you're getting yourself into. And if you have no idea about it, I would just say do your research up on it. You ain't got to listen to me or anybody in this crowd. I would just do your own research, do your own homework, and then, hey, if you still choose that's what you want to do it. You grown, right? But there is such things as good magic, if y'all believe in it. See, I found it. I just thought that it was strange. I couldn't double tap like normal. It says, Shalom, right? Salute, salute. He said, he just talking, period. Who is just talking, period? Shalonda, you talking about me? I don't know who you talking to, Shalonda, but let's make it real clear. It said, leave the wands alone. Quit trying to be Harry Potter. Never believed in magic. What do y'all think about magic, man? I do know there are. I just think that that's something that most people don't feel comfortable saying. It's not too many people who are going to admit that they fuck with magic, right? Why women don't like good men. She went after a prisoner knowing, as a single mother, no accountability for mothers, don't care about their kids, and don't wish harm on others even when they harm you. It said people do it for control when Jesus gives it for free. It says some of us are gifted. We don't need magic. I have a binding love spell onto my husband. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on, wait. Let me pick my other phone up. Pink says, her name is Pink666. She says, I have a binding love spell on my husband. Yeah, your ass crazy. See what the hell you look like. Yeah, you look crazy. She said, I have a binding love spell on my husband. Here she go right here. She said, I have a binding love spell on my husband. Yeah, girl, you crazy. Hey, look, I can't get this shit to focus. And there you go. Yeah, she said she got a binding love spell on her husband, girl. She said 100. Yeah, your ass crazy. She said, my husband's business partner stole our money, then did something to unalive us. What the fuck is people talking about in this chat? The good Lord blesses me every day, and I am always thankful for him being in me and my child's life. It says some of these money-hungry heifers would have dealt with Jeffrey Dahmer if his money was right. They said they're binding things. If you got to put a spell on somebody to love you, you are crazy as fuck. They said her eyebrows say she crazy. They said, baby, let that man go love who he want to love. She said, let that man go and let him love who he want to love because it obviously ain't you. Look, if I got to put a spell on you to love me, chances are we probably shouldn't be together. That's just my thoughts on it. This probably ran its course. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure like, look, hey, we done ran our course. It just is what it is. If I got to go to a goddamn doctor and be like, nah, I'm cool on that, though. I ain't finna get in all the campfire tales and throwing smoke on me and nah, I'm cool, dog. You know what, man? I'm gonna just take my L and let somebody else love her. I'm cool. It said the only magic I'm into is Disneyland. It said double tap. That's a double up. Let's see you. Double up. Let's see you. What you mean double up? Let's see me. Pink, you kind of scaring me, lady. I don't know what the hell you got going on. I don't want to smoke with you. You sound like you be in dark rooms with baby oils and candles. Sound like a freak off to me. I don't know what it is, but it's loose. Sound like a damn freak off. I'm cool. It said, all I need is Facebook. The hell no, I rebuke you. May that love never find me. Say just let him go. Don't love me with any man. Yeah, please don't ever love me that much. I'm gonna be real. Don't ever love me like that because love is gonna leave you lonely. I'm gonna be real with you. It said magic up these likes. Yeah, that girl said, double up, let's see you. Like, nah, you don't need to see nothing about me, sweetie. You just stay right on over there and love your husband. I said, and the bonnet, that's his YouTube name. He spoke on my brows. I was saying, let's see him. Oh, so I would like to actually talk to you, but is there a way you can hit me up on Instagram and I can call you so I can... I want to talk to you on live about this love spell on your husband, this binding spell you got on that poor man. Leave that poor ass man alone. He don't want no smoke with you, sweetie. Leave that man alone. Said she had money to remove the love spell, didn't do it, dummy. They said the Heavenly Father Yahweh has revealed to the elders the month and year of the second coming of the Messiah, August 2025. The hell is y'all? What is going on tonight, y'all? I don't know what's going on. What the hell is going on in here? Y'all is on some craziness. Double tap this screen, y'all. We need 18 people to double tap that screen and get these likes up. Double tap that screen. Yeah, y'all crazy. Y'all in here. Y'all in here. I said, pick at your brain, see how the spell works. Yeah, I want to hear about this spell she got. She talking to me. You can put a spell on me. The blood of Jesus is here. Yeah, y'all is, boy, they in these comments going crazy. They say it's loose. They said it's getting loose. They said free Papua. Huh? Free Papua? Who the hell is Papua? They said, I'm just gonna love my bonnets. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's loose. Ladies, hold on to your bonnets. It's getting loose in here. Hold on to your bonnets. They said, hold on, who the hell is Papua? And where'd that crazy lady go? She said, oh, I don't know what the hell going on. I said, hell to the nah, we're Jamaicans living in Canada. I said, no, you don't. What the hell is going on? They said, what the hell? Yeah, I'm with you, Guru. They say, take that somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know what just happened in here. They said, that's someone name in the chat talking about they will tell us more about someone. Oh, they said, that's not me. Free Papua. I don't know what the hell that person talking about. I don't know who the hell no Papua is. Prayer is a spell. All it is, speaking things into existence. Do y'all know why y'all say amen at the end of a prayer? Yeah, Pink, what's going on with you, lady? Yeah, I don't know. She talking to the females in the chat. I'm gonna let the females have that. I'm cool on. I don't know where y'all going with that conversation, but I'm gonna head out on that conversation. I'm cool. So you'd be surprised of how evil people are. You'd be surprised of how many people dibble and dabble into magic. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of people in this chat right now that's sitting back like, damn, I don't want to say I do it because they're gonna say I'm crazy. But no, it's definitely more normal than it's not normal. I'm telling you, it's a lot more people that dibble and dabble into the magic than you might think. I'm being real with you now. You'd be surprised to go to people's house and see what they got up in their shit. So I'm not surprised at all. Rebuke, rebuke, rebuke. It's oh my well. It's oh my Wellers is. Where is this going? I think you meant. Every time I try to type his name, anyways, it wants to say papaya. It said, wait till you learn about people who shapeshift. A lot of people, yeah, I know, I've heard of that too, shapeshifting. I heard of all that. Yeah, I'm up on all that. The lizard people. I know about all that crazy stuff, man. I know about it all. They all over social media with it. They say, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. I don't need any spells. It's a bunch of demons out here, fam. That is facts. I'm from Jamaica and experienced dirty magic against my family. Sheesh. I'm cool with being basic. I don't want to spell and shit. Yeah, I'm just cool being normal over here, just doing my thing, man. I don't want to put no spell on you, and please don't try to put one on me, because it's going to bounce right off of me and go right back to you, and I don't know where that's going to lead you, but people have tried to put magic on me before. It's definitely, y'all, and if you have followed me on YouTube and my career on YouTube, you would know for a fact, yeah, women have tried to definitely put magic on me before. It's never worked. There's only been one person that I told you I could actually feel something they were trying to do, and I had to get right with the Lord and get that right on up out of there. But yeah, definitely, I've definitely known people have tried to do magic on me before. It's just never worked. Say, right, Ratchet. Say, everybody sitting in the pulpit ain't saved nor living for Christ. They swear they are for God. That's facts. It's a lot of people judging everybody else, and they got their own whoop-de-whoops. I work with the Most High God. Yeah, you just gotta stay right, man. Stay right with the Lord, man. And before you put other people into your relationships, why don't you try putting God first? Before you add anybody, whether that be a homegirl, a homeboy, a spirit, a fortune teller, before you let a therapist, before you open the doors for anybody else to get into your relationship, why not try to talk to God about it? I'm pretty sure he got a better answer than anybody else. That's my advice to people. Stop looking to social media to show out. Stop looking to your homeboys and your homegirls to get you through shit. You need to just, it's time to get right with the Lord and get right with yourself and get right mentally. Because there's a lot of people out here battling a bunch of demons. This world is this earth is filled with a bunch of demons, man, and it's a lot more going on than meets the eye. So just stay woke, man. Stay focused, stay woke. That's why you must have a relationship with Christ. That's facts. Lisa, for real, the Spirit's coming through. They said, hey, Ratchet, salute. They said a lot of spells put on current pregnant girlfriends by the ex-girlfriend. Believe kills the cure. However, magic is real. We gotta fast and stay prayed up. A relationship with God is most important relationship to have. That's facts. Everyone needs to get right with God. We are at the end of times. Facts. I had a friend that told me she was doing a root on this guy with the lime and her monthly juices. I really left her alone after that because you mean to tell me you want that man that bad? You crazy. Nah, what the hell? What in the hell? And that's why they say don't eat everybody's spaghetti. Because there's some women out there who didn't put them monthly whoop-de-whoops and sprinkle that on into your spaghetti sauce. Like, let me mix this in with this. This nigga ain't going nowhere. Let me mix in this. And he ain't going nowhere. I'm finna mix this spaghetti sauce up, and I'm finna make him the best spaghetti he never had. You gotta be careful eating everybody's spaghetti, man. That is not. Look, I'm being serious. It's spaghetti, especially them New Orleans chicks. Don't eat no chick from New Orleans spaghetti unless you trust her with every fiber of your soul. Cause they said put that. Yep, they put that whoop-de-whoop right in there. Red sauce, period. Yeah, facts. That's it always ends badly as we just witnessed. That's some nasty ish. Yes, it's true. I said, oh my, not the spaghetti. I'm not even being funny. You don't see me laughing. I'm being dead ass serious. It's a thing in New Orleans where they put it in the spaghetti. Chad, am I making this up? And it's not just New Orleans, but it's typically New Orleans. They said that's some real shit. I've heard of that before. My ex was cheating on me, and the female he was cheating with put some type of whatever she practices over me. I felt the evil and dark cloud for 2 months straight, shaking my head. Yeah, some people magic is real and you can feel that shit, even if you are protected. Some people shit that you can feel. You gotta just pray about it. You can definitely overcome it. It ain't nothing that can defeat you unless you just don't believe and you let it. But yeah, some people magic is strong. Some people have some really strong magic. I don't eat from people, period. Tenants be bringing me bowls of food. It be fish head and cow tongue, chicken foot, all type of food. I just throw it away. Yeah, I'm not eating out of it. I can't eat everybody food from anybody else. Look, I don't know how people live. I don't like eating from nobody house. Now, unless it's like my mama, my sister, somebody like that, then yeah, hell yeah. You ain't no question. You can bring me food right from your house. I'm eating the hell out that. But anybody else, I ain't trusting nobody food. You can cook for me at my shit. Look, I don't trust no food that don't come from where I can see you do. You know what I'm saying? If I can't see you put this meal together, I probably don't want it. Because I don't eat people food. I don't eat out of people's houses. I don't trust people. I don't trust people at all, like with nothing. It ain't just like I don't trust nothing. I don't trust nothing. Nothing. I just don't trust nothing. That's why I ain't got no damn friends and I stay solo dolo. I say, yeah, family food is the best, but still eat out. Don't know what folks. Look, I'd rather take my chances eating fast food than eating anything that's prepared in somebody's crib. But I just rather take. And we all know that shit fucked up too. So I ain't hyping up no fast food. All this shit is bad. I'm just saying before I eat out your house, I'd rather eat at McDonald's. I'm gonna be real. Cause I don't trust y'all like that. I'm telling what y'all got going on in y'all house. And some of y'all might got roaches. I'm just gonna be like, look, I can't deal with that shit. I've never seen a roach in my damn food. He said, agreed, rather eat fast food than somebody's crib. Nah, facts. I'm gonna take my chances on some fast food before I take my chances eating out your kitchen. I'm gonna be real. They say, yep, I think that fast food is human meat. Could be shit. It's just soaking in somebody else's house. You don't even know what they got going on. Energy is passed through food as well. Facts. That's why you can't trust eating food out of people's house. Eat your own food, can't go wrong. I don't want nobody at my house either. It's in South Carolina too. I knew a guy that was a spaghetti victim and he poured gas on himself and set himself on fire when she was done with him. Golly. Me too. But at least we know it's from McDonald's, etc. People will do stuff to your food and bring it to you and watch you eat it knowing they did something to it. That's all I'm saying. I can't trust nobody or no establishment because never know what we eating. This is why listening to you is positive for me. You talk real facts and you care. Thank you for sharing with us. Salute, Lisa. Salute, salute. Meat in the stores be human meat. It's like beef and ground turkey. Nah, facts, man. You gotta just be careful because look up a video on how they make lettuce, and they got like this little liquid bowl that they put in this little sheet in or some shit. I can't really remember exactly what they putting in it, but it's like this little paper thing, and then it turns, and then they just wiggle it around in the water, and now they got lettuce. They got a leaf of lettuce. Then they just do it with a big ass ball of this paper, and the next thing you know, they got a big old lettuce. Look it up on TikTok, man. I ain't making this shit up. This thing on how they make lettuce. I'm pretty sure I can find it. But look it up if y'all think I'm capping, man. It's a video on lettuce. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here you go, right here. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look. Look at that. Little paste. Look, it wasn't even paper. It was like a little paste. You see that shit? And look. Look at it. He formed it into some lettuce. Look at this shit. Making that up. Look at that. And that's how they make lettuce, bro. Man. Look at this. Look at this shit, y'all. Can't make this shit up. Look at this shit. Forming it into lettuce. And look at it. Y'all see that? That's crazy work. That's crazy work, man. That's how they doing it. That's how they making lettuce these days, man. I told y'all, man. Be careful what the hell you eating. You don't ever know what is what. You don't know what the hell you out here eating. You don't know what the hell they putting in you. And you don't know where the hell it came from. Yeah, look it up, man. Look at how they make some of these foods. You'll be surprised. I mean, it probably might make you not want to eat a lot of shit. But I be doing my research on a lot of stuff, man. It said spinach or kale for salads are much better. They said, what the hell kind of chemical is that? That is a magician lettuce doctor. They said, what the hell? They said, lettuce origami. They said, I am getting spooked right now. No, I love a good salad. They said, I ate some rice a few weeks ago. It was plastic, on God. I was chewing and it wouldn't dissolve. Then I picked it up and realized it was plastic rice. What the fuck? If you have to announce what you do in your personal time, it is a problem. Might as well eat Play-Doh. I said, that's why so many people ending up with blank. Came from the sushi restaurant. That rice was plastic. Wonder why the sushi looked different. I don't eat out much, but after that, I was done for real. Plastic rice, fake eggs, and onions. Did you see them printing meat, Ratchet? Yeah, they got lab created meat, man. A lot of that food in the stores and stuff, that be lab meat, dog. A lot of the stuff we eating ain't real. I'm telling y'all straight up, a lot of the stuff that we eating is not real, fam. Like, a lot of this stuff is not real. You gotta stop. You gotta be real careful what you putting in your system, man. You just don't know what people got going on. You just never know these days, man. I'm being real with y'all. I just showed y'all how they made lettuce, and that was not a joke. Like, look it up. Do your research. They say go rogue. It's the same everywhere nowadays. I believe it. Watch the video of how they make rice, and they put plastic in it to make it more You're making me want to look this up now. Hold on, let me look it up. Rice is made. Let's see. Someone said how rice is made with plastic. Look, let's look this up. Hold on. Look at this. What's the hell long? Okay, so I must look at this shit, y'all. What in the hell? What in the hell? Oh hell nah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, be careful though. You don't know what the fuck nobody got going on these days. Make you not want to eat none of this shit. Oh hell nah. Yeah, look up how noodles is made too. Ramen noodles. Look, that's rice. What in the fuck? Oh hell nah. Oh hell nah. Now watch this. I'm gonna show you how noodles is made. How noodles are made. Now watch this. Look at this. Watch. This is how they make noodles, y'all. Now watch this. This is noodles. This make you never want to eat noodles again. This is noodles, y'all. Now watch how they gonna make it into noodles. This is gonna disgust a lot of y'all, fam. Like this is some nasty work. Keep watching. It's gonna turn into noodles. Man. This is look nasty as fuck. Look, you see? Look. All that shit turned into noodles. And then look. Crazy work, right? And y'all start from that slimy, gooby bull crap. And that's how they make noodles. Make you want to go get you a pack, huh? Make you want to go get you a pack, huh? See, then it started off with this. Remember, it starts off like this. That gooby shit that they putting in there. That's how it starts off. That's nasty, dog. That's nasty. Yeah, do your research on how a lot of this stuff is made, man, and just do your research on how it's made. And yeah, you might not want to eat a lot of shit no more. I'll be real. When you start to research on how this food is made, you ain't gonna want to eat a lot of this shit no more. Just to be honest with you. I said made me sick. I said I rebuke them noodles. Yeah, be careful what you're putting in your system, man. Well, Ratchet Gang. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the content tonight. Hopefully this is another good live. We just like to bring awareness to a lot of situations that go on that a lot of people ain't comfortable talking about. These are the hard conversations that a lot of people don't want to have with each other, man. When you're talking about spirituality, when you're talking about God, when you're talking about Jesus, when you're talking about the Bible, when you're talking about spirits, when you're talking about domestic violence, relationships, what goes on into mental illness and abuse in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Like we like to bring a lot of knowledge to these conversations on this platform. So make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel. And we're gonna end up doing a panel on this sometime this week. We'll do a panel for people who want to talk about it. Because I did get hit up by some ladies last night. They're like, "Hey, Ratchet, you need to do a domestic violence panel," and I wanted to share my story. So definitely we will have people come up and share their stories on situations that they've been through or whatever. We definitely will open up the platform. And also, if you follow Chat Trap Official, we do have a woman's platform that's more dedicated towards women on Chat Trap Official. So if a lot of women want to get over there, we do panels over there more often than not. I don't really be over there as far as doing the content. It'd be Leash, or we're going to have more females jump up there and work on the channel. So Be sure to subscribe to Chat Trap Official if y'all want to have some of these conversations that we kind of shy away from sometimes because we cover a lot of trending topics. But definitely make sure y'all get your memberships. Make sure you support the channel. Or if you don't want to support it, hey, just double tap the screen before you get up out of here, man. Salute to the gang. Salute to the gang. Salute to the mother effing gang. How long we been on here? Well, 3 hours? Shit. All right, well, it's time for me to go, man. It's almost midnight. I'm finna get my ass off here. Give me something to eat. Go chill with my dogs and stuff, my puppies. So salute to everybody in the chat. I love y'all more than y'all will ever know. This your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV. Make sure y'all get into that comment section when this live ends. I want to know how y'all felt about tonight's content. What do y'all think about Dutchess Dior? What do y'all think about the Frenchman? What steps do you feel like they could have made to fix this situation? And what advice would y'all give to others that are going through similar situations? So get in the comment section, share your thoughts and your opinions. And as always, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out, gang. Tone bite.